slow it down. And I don't want to waste my days with no one else. I love how it feels, killing time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights, trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive, infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine when we're killing time. There's something about the way you talk with your hand. The way that you say my name when nobody's there. No, no. You say it's alright, take your space if you need a break. And if I need to disconnect, that's okay. This ain't no race. Killing time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights, trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive, infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine when we're killing time. Time, you and I. Hours, minutes, days and nights, trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine. Killing time, you and I. In this moment we're alive, infatuated with your eyes and the way they look at mine when we're killing time. Oh, oh. Killing time.
She my pineapple, yeah. She's sour, she's so sweet. Yeah. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I need another double. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I guess she's all I'm after. My little girl got a sour side, but you know I'm a sucker for some sweetness. Every weekend pulls you and she knows your weakness. I tell her she's my princess, she just wants to be queen. I call her pineapple and she says, what do you mean? She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I need another double. She got an attitude, I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods, I guess she's all I'm after.
Yeah, take a slice and look inside. You see the sweet, the nice, the harmless vice, the cold as ice. I need my pineapple consistently. I eat religiously, I need my sweetness instantly.
And every time that she's around, she's sweet, I'm signing, then she's sour. Just wait an hour, my little flower. And every time that she's around, she's sweet, I'm signing, then she's sour. Just wait an hour, my little flower. She might be everything I need, but she's so sour, yeah. But she's so sour. If only she was just as sweet, but she's too sour, yeah. Yeah, she's too sour. pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I need another double. She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I guess she's all I'm after. She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I need another double. She got an attitude. I call her pineapple, yeah. She's sweet with sour moods. I guess she's all I'm after.
Did you notice I've been lost, staying up to the break of dawn, hoping that you'll show a little warmth, but you know I feel the coldest when I'm wrapped around your finger. Did you notice that you put me through the wrinkle when you said that you needed solace that I can't offer you? I found a light in all this, something to get me through. Now every day is a challenge, top down, blowing smoke out. It's not good for my balance. It sounds great, but I'm burnt out. 'Cause now the drugs aren't working. I've taken all I can, but my heart's still hurting. This can't be all I am. 'Cause leaving me so lonely only left me half a man. Now the highs aren't worth it. The drugs aren't working. Did you notice when I passed you yesterday that I was frozen? Thinking, flashing back, I can't live in the moment. My heart's still in the past, but we ain't spoken since you left me broken. When you said that you needed solace that I can't offer you, I found a light in all this, something to get me through. Now every day is a challenge, top down, blowing smoke out. It's not good for my balance. It sounds great, but I'm burnt out. 'Cause now the drugs aren't working. I've taken all I can, but my heart's still hurting. This can't be all I am. 'Cause leaving me so lonely only left me half a man. Now the highs aren't worth it. The drugs aren't working. Now the drugs aren't working. I've taken all I can, but my heart's still hurting. This can't be all I am. 'Cause leaving me so lonely only left me half a man. Now the highs aren't working. The drugs aren't working.
I've been on my way up, now it's really far down. I don't think I'll feel it when I hit the ground. In October it feels like summertime. I keep falling for you like every night. Been communicating through satellites, yeah. It's black and white. I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day. Like day by day. I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day. Like day by day.
Hello there. How are we all? I'm very well. Thank you for asking. And this is the happy hour. You just saw the pig intro. You know what it is. I'm Kevin Logan, the intellectual equivalent of vampire potbelly goblins.
Okay, where did that come from?
And joining me, it's the gay frogs of academia. It's Dr. Kristi Winters. It's an Alex Jones
Alex
intro.
Jones.
Yeah.
Both of them are Alex Jones. What's a potbelly? What?
He was going on about vampire potbelly goblins. Like literally, not as like a metaphor or something. And then was that in the same rant where he was going on about Hillary and Obama smelling like sulfur?
You're more of an Alex Jones watcher, connoisseur.
Yeah. A connoisseur, that's definitely one way of describing it, yes.
Yeah, connoisseur of shit. Although, I mean, quite a lot of shit. But, I mean, it's your niche, right?
It is my niche, yeah. Although that sounds a bit French, but yeah. Do you like the meme?
I was wondering at first if one of my graphics got stuck.
No, that's nightmare fuel. You're welcome.
All right, yeah, very trippy.
Infinite Trump mouth.
I hadn't really focused on the mouth until you said that. And now it's all I can see.
Yeah, look at it.
It's haunting.
It is. It's enrapturing, Krista.
I mean, I've listened to some Lovecraft, and yet it is more terrifying than any Cthulhian presence on the page.
True. It's the kind of nightmare fuel that makes you think, I'm not sure that an asteroid crashing to the Earth would be an entirely bad thing.
Well, it would be quick.
Much like with Trump, I imagine. Hey-o!
Yay, I see what you did there.
Indeed.
So, some team won the Super Bowl. That wasn't the Packers, so I don't really care. No, I know the Chiefs didn't win.
The Chiefs did not win, no.
It was the team that was playing around Tom Brady.
Yeah,
that seems to be the news today.
Yeah, it was the Tampa Bay Brady's who beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs' offensive line were a fucking joke. A shambles.
Yeah. Even.
Yeah. Anyway, but it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. But we're going to be talking.
Super Bowl over.
Yeah, another Super Bowl over. We're one Super Bowl closer to death, people.
Yeah, like in 4 weeks, nobody will remember. I mean, it would be like such a thing in the past.
I think people will remember.
About the next one.
It was his 7th Super Bowl victory. That will definitely be talked about.
They'll remember his victory. They won't remember like the game.
Oh no, it was a fucking shit game. It was a blowout, really. But
yeah, I remember the last time the Packers won the Super Bowl, and that against the Steelers. That was a shit game.
That was a dreadful game.
Oh. And, I think I've told this story before, but I was watching with a friend who reminds me of you in terms of his adoration of all things sport. It was like, I don't know, 4 a.m, whatever.
I don't know that adoration is I would say addiction.
Okay, addiction, yes. 24/7, sport, whatever's on TV's sport. Aaron Rodgers made a completion that was, it went down the field, but, it wasn't magnificent. And he was like, yes. And I was like, do you know what he just did? You know what Aaron Rodgers did? His fucking job. He doesn't get applause for throwing the ball.
I mean, okay, technically you're correct.
In the Super Bowl.
Technically you're correct.
That was a terrible game.
But, I mean, it's still, obviously a difficult thing in general to be able to do those things. Otherwise...
Yeah, that's why he gets paid a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not saying you go and suck his dick, although I'll be honest. Not Aaron Rodgers, because we're about to see that he's a right-wing twat.
Yeah.
There are various
really
sportsmen
unsexy after this.
I'm not a gay man, but I would do terrible, atrocious things with certain sports people. I mean, unspeakable things. I would hide bodies.
Leave them breathless.
I don't want to need the details of it. I'm just saying, give me a call. I'll bring the carpet round. We'll dump it in the quarry. I don't need to know who's in the right or in the wrong. You've got a body. We'll deal with it.
How did we go from sex to this?
I'm not having sex with it. And I don't need to know if you have or haven't. I'm just saying, we'll deal with the issue.
This has gone to a very weird place. I think this nightmare fuel is going to your brain.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the regular doing this every day. All stream and no play makes Kev a very mental boy.
Yes, apparently. I can't wait for you to go outside for a while. Anyway, speaking of
yeah,
Aaron
Birmingham
Rodgers.
City do unspeakable things to me. Yes, they've hurt me in the bad place. Anyway,
In your heart.
in my heart and in my arse. Oh God, they're fucking killing me this year. Anyway, no one cares. Literally, no one cares. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to take a look at PragerU being dickheads, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but before that, I've got a thing. Someone, I think, subscribed or something. Which, by the way, if you want to, you can go and do that on twitch.tv/KFLogan1875. Go give me a follow. You can also give me your money. Or, if you've already got an Amazon Prime, you can give me Jeff Bezos' money. Which is, it's like Praxis, but not really at all.
I tried to give you money last night, and I had very many difficulties because I was doing it on my handy. I was doing it on my mobile, and it wanted me to text this code that I got from my mobile phone. But when I swapped over to the mobile thing, it logged me out of the PayPal. I was like, well, I can't use the old number in the next transaction. So I just got in an infinite loop of not being able to pay. So I quit.
Well, thank you.
I was going to ask you.
It's the thought that counts.
I was going to ask you to belly dance for us. Regards, Peter Ian Staker. P.I. Staker.
P.I. Staker, yeah.
Piss
taker.
I just think it would be funny if I did random Hot Fuzz quotes at you during the shows when I'm not there.
Well, thank you, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to dance for you. Know that. That won't happen, but...
Oh, yeah, you should also totally get a cat flap put in.
No.
And don't worry about the draft, because that's what the door is for, and the cat flap.
Yeah, but the cat flap doesn't stop the draft. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Country Bollocks, subscribe to me on the thing. There it is. You can't see it. I can see it. Anyway,
No.
Thank you.
They can't see anything.
Yeah. Also, subscribe to the YouTube. There's the Streamlabs. It's linked below. You can get your super chats in. Because YouTube have demonetized my ass so long ago. And that's not happening. Still, September the 6th of 2020, I reapplied for monetization. They still haven't even got back to me. Look, I know they're going to reject me. But don't keep me dangling. Just say, no, fuck off, Kev. Obviously, we're not going to remonetize you. You haven't accused anyone of being a lesbian queer at all. So why would we give you money for that? You're not even doing the JQ, Kev. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Just close the file. We get it. You're taking the piss now. We have to get this image off the screen for people because it is going to, I think, haunt their nightmares.
Kristi, what lesson have we just learnt there? Be careful what you ask for in life.
I want you to put your face on that pic.
My face is on that pic, but you can't see it. It's well hidden.
It's the one behind.
It's behind the black square. Oh, sucking Ted Cruz dong. Oh. That's when you look up and you see Ted Cruz's pursed lips, and you think to yourself, "What have I become? What monster have I metastasized into?" Oh no!
It's time to start questioning the decisions in your life that led
that's when
you
you
to
go
that
to
position.
that's when you go to the attic and you just destroy the painting and die. To use a picture of Dorian Gray reference. Oh, a bit of Oscar Wilde up top. I don't think Oscar Wilde is quite a high key reference, right? Quite a high faluting reference, considering the image that's currently on screen.
Well, I think he'd actually probably be fine with the image on the screen.
I don't think he would. He was a very gay man, but he was a very attractive and rather wealthy gay man. He could do better.
Maybe leaning toward bears. I don't know.
Maybe he might have been into bears. I don't know, but I don't know. He struck me as a bottom, definitely. Just saying.
That was the word on the street when you were alive back then, because we're both old.
Yeah, we're both very old. Yeah, I know him. He owes me £10, which back then was a lot of money. Anyway. PragerU.
With it, you're going to buy a bunch of candy bars that have gone up way too much in price.
Exactly. I lived so long, a packet of crisps used to cost minus money. That's how old I am. Anyway. Maybe a power bottom. I don't know what that is. What's a power bottom? I'm not fucking Googling it on air. Bollocks to that.
We've got a donation from a very funny name. Very in keeping with the show.
Joey of Swindon, nice. $3. Thank you very much. Says, yes, I'm very smart. I'm a student of history, a blue-collar intellectual. Oh, Rave Dubin, yes. Thank you. There's a lot of meme going on there. I don't just quite understand what's going on there, but anyway.
Liked the Joey of Swindon.
Joey of Swindon works, nice. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's a professional and very enthusiastic bottom. Professional? I'm taken by the word professional there. Anyway.
That's the one you're focused on.
I'm not suggesting... Okay. Well, no, because he was an author. I don't think he needed to sell himself. Well. Right. Oh, hang on. We've got to get off the screen, you cunty bollocks.
Oh, hang on.
Well, I am British. Fuck off, we are. What's that? What's this about now? Well, the Wisconsin jokes I wasn't going to do, they're fucking happening now.
Oh, you give me shit about everything all the time. I can give you shit about your accent. If you're going to give me shit about the fact that I reside in Germany and tons.
Hello. Have you got a license for that joke? Anyway, I wanted to point this out. Prager, you can donate to them to stop YouTube censorship. They're fucking. They are absolutely shameless.
Oh, it was the same amount when I checked the video on Sunday. I don't think they make a lot of money off of that.
Well, because why would you? They've got billionaire money pissing out of them. It's ridiculous. But they say here, YouTube currently limits 200 videos under restricted mode, making it difficult for many young people to access our videos. Good. These videos are produced with the sole intent of educating people. Citation.
No, indoctrination.
Of all ages about America's founding values. We need your help to reach them. Please donate today to join the thousands of Americans who value the free exchange of ideas.
I think that they're they're produced with the sole intent of indoctrinating people of all ages into defending the man.
Yeah, no, it's embarrassing. When they've done videos going on about the fossil fuel industry and why we need to support it, you can eat my balls. All of them. All 7 of them. Dickheads. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, I watched a Douglas Murray video. He gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, when I see hairy spiders, I now have the same reaction to Douglas Murray.
Yeah, no, Douglas Murray's a fucking ghoul. Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of like, you know what, back when they had Spitting Image, and they had
Douglas
Michael. What was he ran for party leader? Michael, something of the night about him.
Michael Howard. He didn't just run for leadership, Kristi. He was the leader of the Conservative
Party. Against Tony Blair.
Yeah, and lost very badly. Yeah.
Yes, and I get the same kind of, the actual spitting image of him as a vampire eating cockroaches. That vibe.
Well, he does. Yeah, I mean, he does look a bit like a Transylvanian lord. But he wasn't. He was just a very boring man in a suit. Anyway.
Oh, yes. And he was, and his stuff was like, he's talking about like the American founding ideals and all this stuff. And I was like, motherfucker, you have a family ancestral home.
Yeah.
You went to Eton. Shut the fuck up about America. What the fuck do you know about America?
Well, I mean, you can talk about it, but like, when you're obviously telling like a kind of the, I don't even know how to describe it, the kind of, the John Birch Society version of what America's about.
Yeah, he's like, America, the most free, the most prosperous country in the world for white people. He kind of left that anyway.
Well, yeah, because that's the underlying message of all of the far right. It's that it's only meant for white people. All of it's meant for white people.
Or basically, as long as white people aspire to that, it's, we want everyone to aspire to it, but white people get it. We should all talk about these values that white people value.
Get it. White people get it.
That they get that stuff, but you guys should want it. It should be aspirational.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyhow, yes. So, go and check that out on Kristi's channel.
Yeah, I did it on Sunday.
Cool.
And I made a video.
You did. Anyway, so, PragerU. Absolute dog shit propaganda mill, literally there just to be just to be there as a shill for billionaires, in essence, right? It's a complete joke of a thing, and massively hypocritical because anyone who's seen my series, the Prager FU, which is funny because it's fuck you, but it's like Prager you. I am so clever, I really am. I did a response to a video on their channel going about keeping politics out of sport. How don't get politics into sport. It's about sport, not politics. Now let me suck off a fucking military veteran at the game.
Yeah. Let's use the money from taxpayers to do flyovers at these games to promote the government, but it's not political.
No, that's but it's
when
only
white
political.
People do their politics.
It's only political when it's not white people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
when it's not stuff we want to talk about, then it's political.
Indeed. So
it's fine to do ribbons for breast cancer and all the other kind of stuff that they do.
Yeah, Military Appreciation Day, playing the national anthem, sarcastically massive American flags on the pitch before the game.
Yeah.
All of that, that's fine. That's super duper awesome. But black people not wanting to be killed, don't bring politics into my sport, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, they've done videos saying stop it with the sport. So naturally, they got on to clip from a radio thing, but clearly they're like okay with it being on the thing, right? Of Aaron Rodgers, the erstwhile quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and I think it's very interesting that he's the one going on about how the private sector and stuff, considering he literally plays for a franchise owned by the fans, which is very socialism.
Yep. Fan owned.
Indeed. Anyway, so let's take a look at this garbage.
It's just an amazing deal what they're doing. I mean, to be able to not only change people's lives and livelihoods, but to do it in such a timely fashion. I mean, the money is going out in 24 to 72 hours. And I think there was just such a need. If you look around our environment today.
By the way, he's on the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee's an interesting chap as well.
I have no idea who Pat is.
He was the kicker for the Colts for many years, and he was mental. He was arrested, I think, a couple of times for public drunkenness, including one time where he was swimming in a canal at 5:30 in the morning. Also, he said he joked and celebrated when the videos of the American service personnel urinating on Afghan fighters.
What? Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
What?
So he's that guy.
All right. So it's rich white guys whining hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Today, it's not like the government is really helping anybody out in a timely fashion. I mean, they took forever to figure out how to give $600 checks away, and then may or may not get to $2,000 at this point. That's not life-changing money.
$600 check.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Giving $600 checks away.
Yeah, they were unemployment insurance for people who were forced to stay home. It was not their fault, and they're staying at home so that they don't spread the disease. It's a public health measure. Yeah. You fucking moron.
And $2,000.
And if you don't think $2,000 is huge. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, for multi-squillionaire Aaron Rodgers, that's, $2,000 isn't. He earns $2,000 taking a shit in the morning. Like, yeah, but fuck you, Aaron. For a lot of people, $2,000 is the difference between homelessness and not homelessness. Yep.
It's the difference between paying bills or staying on top of your bills or not.
Yeah,
God,
absolutely
imagine
ridiculous.
Thinking $2,000 wasn't a lot of money.
And I especially, the nonsense of this, it's not necessarily the case with Green Bay because Lambeau Field already was a pre-existing building. But the idea that these two fucking pricks who earn their money from the NFL, although I think McAfee's now retired, but, they still earn their money in, the NFL circles. Considering virtually every stadium in the league was funded by public money, they basically hold local government hostage, pay for our stadium via massive tax cuts,
or we'll leave,
blah, 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 or we'll take the franchise elsewhere. And
you're taking money from taxpayers all kinds of ways.
And it's robbery because, realistically speaking, this is the thing. The free marketplace doesn't exist. It's a fucking farce. It's a joke, obviously. Yeah. And it's especially the case when it comes to sport. Because I don't have a choice. Look, if I had a choice not to support Birmingham City Football Club, I absolutely would. They're heartbreaking. They're shit. They offer me neither value for money in terms of quality or price. They're fucking awful. Absolutely awful. I don't really have a choice, though. Like I say, kind of an addiction. So when you have, like, let's say, Indianapolis, when the Colts go to the government of either the city or the state or whatever, and it's often both, they essentially have those governments over a barrel. Because what government's going to say to their people who... the support for these franchises is enormous in the local area. Regardless, this is clearly not a wise use of public money, but you have to spend it because otherwise people are going to lose their franchise and it's going to fuck up everything in terms of your electability ever again. So you're basically stealing money from the American taxpayers. In essence. Yeah. It's not technically illegal, but it probably should be.
And can I just say, too, on that idea of the free market, a free market is like the state of nature. It's a thought experiment. None has ever actually existed.
No.
In the way that people conceive of them.
No.
And the other thing, too, is, this guy, he works out for the rest of the year. But for fuck's sake, he works, 12 weeks out of the year, really? And some spring training or some boot camp or training camp or whatever in the fall. He doesn't actually have a full-time job like other people, and yet he can live on that income doing fucking staying in shape for a living for most of the year, 3/4 of the year. That's all he has to fucking do is stay in shape, and he lives off that. So don't lecture me. That $2,000 isn't a lot of money. You absolute prick. I hate you more now.
Yeah. It's a real shame, but it's worth bearing in mind that most guys aren't in that position. Like the quarterbacks get paid absurd amounts of money, and don't get me wrong, even if you're on the league minimum, you're on good money. But your career is probably 2 to 3 years for the most part. So most of the guys who aren't in that situation, they're not going to be able to retire on the money they earn from that income. And I think they probably, if you ask them, would probably be more okay with the idea of I don't know, maybe having a safety net, because sometimes things happen, like physical injury, for instance, that can fuck you up, and it's out of your control, realistically.
Yeah, I get that about the injuries and stuff, but I'm talking specifically about in that lifestyle while you're playing. And some people's careers are 2 years. Some people's careers are 10 years, But really,
Rodgers has been around for a while, as indeed was McAfee.
I mean... Yeah. This issue was brought up. This was a long time ago, but do you remember? It would have been, I guess, in the late 90s when a Packer went to some teenage kids' hot tub party, and he was accused of sexual assault. Mark, something with a CH or something. Does this sound familiar?
No, hang on. Packers, 1990s sexual assault or something?
Yeah, put hot tub.
Darren Sharper?
I think Mark Chmura.
Mark Chmura, okay.
Yeah. And
where are we?
Basically he was partying with teenagers.
Yeah, on April the 8th, 2000, Chmura was accused of sexually assaulting the 17-year-old babysitter of his children. Oh, wow. Chmura was tried but found not guilty of all charges. 2 days after being acquitted of child incitement and third-degree sexual assault, Chmura acknowledged that his behaviour at the post-prom party wasn't something a married man should do.
Yeah. And one of the conversations was, why does he have the time to go around and party with kids? And part of it was well, maybe people should have other jobs besides being a football player. They should be doing other stuff during the year.
Yeah. Especially if you've got Aaron Rodgers money. And what's his contract, actually? We might as well look it up as it's he's raised the idea that $2,000 isn't a lot of money.
Yeah.
Salary. $134 million.
Fucking hell.
In 2018, he signed a 4-year contract extension worth $134 million. And I imagine most of that will be guaranteed. Literally, even if he gets injured and never plays another second.
Honestly, you could take $100 million off of that and reduce ticket prices significantly for every single fan. Because my dad, they ended up being $80, $90 a ticket, and then they had a 4 ticket, and they had to drive the game. It got really expensive just to maintain season tickets. And you know what? His life wouldn't change at all, Aaron Rodgers, if he had $34 million instead.
The deal had a $57.5 million signing bonus, so just for putting his name on the paper, nearly $60 million. $78.7 million is fully guaranteed at signing. So if he'd broken his leg and never played again, he would have been getting $78.7 million. A further $19.5 million became guaranteed in 2019, totaling nearly $100 million in guarantees. Fucking embarrassing. So you can understand why $2,000, not so much to him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's taking ticket money from people who like live in little box houses.
Yeah.
You know, like ranch houses with like 2 bedrooms, saving up, and he's just pocketing that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
$2,000 isn't a lot. Piece of shit.
No. Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, Rogers. If you're so interested, you've got the kind of money where you could give everyone in Wisconsin $2,000. Probably. Actually, I'm not. How many people are in Wisconsin?
Like 2.5, 2.7 million, something like that. Let's see how close I am.
5.8.
I'm sorry. That was a voting population. I was thinking, yeah, it's double that. Yes.
5.8 million times 2,000. Oh, 11 billion. Maybe not then. Okay. My math was a little bit out, but you could give them $600 probably, I imagine. Anyway. But you're not going to. And by the way, that was just the 4-year contract extension he signed. He'd already been playing in the league for about 10 years by that point. He's a multi-squillionaire at this point.
Yeah. For all that, he should have better paneling behind him because that looks like somebody's basement in.
Well, to be fair, he's in the Packers gear, so he's probably at like a training facility or something.
Yeah, well.
So it's probably some basic.
I'm still going to well shame him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Shower room.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Also, with that kind of money, you can buy some fucking beard dye, motherfucker. You're going grey. It's embarrassing. Anyway.
And, okay, we were like, what, 32 seconds in?
Yeah, but it's only 5.5 minutes, so we'll get through this by next Tuesday.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
What Dave and his folks are doing with the Barstool Fund is life-changing money. It's sustainability.
Oh, that's Barstool Sports, who are an interesting organisation. Look into them and the racism. Just
okay.
Worth a look.
These people. And I think that's the thing that you gravitate towards the most is just not having a reliance on the government to help you out, because obviously they've shown that's not going to be the way they're going to do it. I mean, they've put these rules in place. They're not even following their own rules. I mean, how many people have gotten caught? Don't travel. Don't leave the state. Oh, here's so-and-so on a vacation. Don't go get a haircut. Oh, here's so-and-so at a salon. Don't eat out at a restaurant, unless you're wearing a mask and separate. Oh, here's a picture of the governor of California violating those rules. Oh, public schools are...
Yeah, there are loads of NFL players who got caught for that during the season too.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not justifying anything that any governor has ever done, but I'm just saying you people have played on teams with people who have like raped people and stuff. Like, chill.
And none of people not following the rules has nothing to do with the efficacy of the rules themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you're noticing is they got caught for breaking the rules, which means the system was working. Right?
Yeah.
Closed, but I can send my kids to a private school, in-person school, and it's like, I mean, for us to count on the government to help us out is becoming a joke at this point. So what's happening is guys like Dave and his staff and all.
No, I agree to an extent, but from a very different perspective. You shouldn't rely on the government, because the government is full of not just potentially, but actually mendacious pricks who will offer you the world and give you nothing. That's just a thing that happens, right? And people like in America, especially the GOP, who actively say, no, we're going to fuck you. We're going to fuck you hard. And then when they get into power, they do. So we should be looking at ourselves as well, in terms of like mutual aid and things for being able to get through difficult times. But Aaron Rodgers means, no, you should just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, which is not how gravity works.
Yeah. I mean, nothing can do a coordinated national response in a country as large as the United States except the government.
Untrue, Kristi. The free market will set us all free. A rising tide helps all billionaires. Yeah. So
yes.
All the amazing people who've donated money, this is people helping people. This is money going directly to save businesses. A lot of these have been in business for 10, 20, 30, 50, 95 years, one of them. And you watch these videos, how can you not be moved by the work they're doing? I mean, you're putting a face to all these names and where the money's going, and it's just so exciting. So like I said on...
What you could do, Aaron, with your platform, is have spoken out about the massive tax cut you got from Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That everyone else didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't speak out about that, though, did you? I don't remember you specifically saying this is bad. This is a bad idea. I don't need a tax cut. I've got $134 million for the last 4 years. I don't give a fuck. It's irrelevant to me. Anyway.
Also, some communities won't be able to keep every business going. You need some sort of fair system where people are supported, and you do that through the government.
No.
Because local charities can't take care of everything in every community.
No, charity will cure everything. And we know that because charity has existed for a long time and there are no problems anymore. So
they just threw money at it and it all went away.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Also, you might be thinking to yourself, Kev, turn the resolution on this video up, will you? It's literally at maximum.
It's in HD.
It's at 1080p HD. Okay.
You were giving up bandwidth to try to make this shittiest resolution.
Look, I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down to 360 for you. And Aaron Rodgers has become like a blurry thumb. Anyway.
He was a blurry thumb before.
Yeah.
On the Instagram with Dave, it's really a call to action for those of us who can donate. Let's donate.
The first thing that goes when...
Well, that is true, but I mean, how much did you donate? No, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's incumbent upon Aaron Rodgers to feed the poor of Wisconsin. But the point is, if that's your goal here, if you think, oh, it's charity, you could give up $100 million in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but even he did, it wouldn't solve the problem, and it wouldn't treat everyone equally.
No, of course not.
Like a government bailout would. Yeah. But one that is administered correctly, not like the Trumps did and gave all of the money to large corporations. Yeah. People who didn't need it.
Indeed.
When government gets bigger
Big Daddy Den
is goodness. Yes, goodness. As the state gets bigger, people simply do less good for their fellow citizens.
What?
After all.
What?
Don't know. I don't know. Did you have anything else beyond that to say, Kristi?
Well, I mean, that's a ridiculous statement. Oh, thanks for the plug, Sophia.
Yeah. Jakunti Bollock says, sorry about that, Kev. I was trying to not draw attention to myself while I'm stuck with this name. I don't want to encourage you to swear because apparently that's the one way you get monetized. Well, that's too fucking late, isn't it? No,
also,
I swear
Kevin's not
anyway.
going to stop swearing.
Yeah, you could be called something completely non-sweary and it wouldn't make any difference. I will swear.
Yeah, that's why I don't swear on my Sunday show.
Yeah, and why I don't go on the
monetization.
Sophia says, just finished streaming and remember to give you a plug. Well, thank you. And to everyone, go and check out Sophia Christina Botha's channel. She's very good.
All right. So just as a refutation to this ridiculous comment on the screen, let's take a perfect world where the social safety net actually provides like a livable experience for everybody in the country. There would still be a need for charitable giving for scholarships or for students to go to music school or to support local programs or museums putting on things, whatever. There's going to always be a need for more money. We just want the government to redistribute the nation's wealth in a way that everybody who works and contributes towards it or is unable to work through no fault of their own don't end up on the streets and don't die from exposure or hunger or disease that's preventable.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, why help others when the government will do it for you? This is the reason that, as noted by the international nonprofit organization Charities Aid Foundation and shown in study after study, Americans give more charity and volunteer more time to help others than do Europeans, not to mention just about everybody else in the world.
Yeah, but I mean, that's possibly because you absolutely have to, otherwise your country would crumble.
And also, it's really comparing apples to oranges because, again, as American white people stole land increasingly as they moved west and got away from governments, they created a civil society to take the place of some things that governments did in Europe. And so the thing is that, you have to find volunteers to deal with some of these problems because in Europe, the government does deal, so people don't have to deal with it. But if you look at the UK, I was astounded that basically every other month there's a national fundraising drive nationally for some sort of charity, whether it's children in need or what's the daffodil one or the poppies one.
The daffodil
There's constantly
one?
Yeah, isn't there one with a yellow daffodil?
Is that cancer or something?
Possibly. But the thing is that like everybody in the country, like the media cover it and the newspaper cover it, and becomes like a national thing. We don't have anything like that. Maybe we used to with like when Jerry, oh God, the comedian guy.
Sadowitz.
No, oh yeah, Marie Curie. That's the one.
Marie Curie cancer care. There we go.
Yeah. Famous comedian.
Seinfeld?
With...
Well,
anyway, he used
Jerry,
to do like a
you
telethon.
say Jerry, comedian,
He's
Seinfeld. What?
Okay, fair enough. He used to work with like James Dean.
Jerry Lewis.
Yes. He did like a telethon that you couldn't get away from when there were only 4 channels, including PBS.
Yeah. Jerry's
But that's
kids,
it. We don't have that kind of national spirit of getting behind a cause and doing something. Red Nose Day. That stuff got imported from y'all.
Yeah. You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you also imported our white people. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that, native folk. What can I say?
From the beginning, Americans understood that government must be smooth.
Oh, yeah, and to the person in the chat. I would really love to talk about the test match between England and India currently taking place. This is not the place for that, though. Look, I'd love to. And I've always thought, like, should I do a second channel with sports? But would anyone even watch that? I don't know. But I think England will probably win. But anyway, doesn't matter. Right.
So this maybe is... on the nights that you're not with me, you can do the first half hour just sports talk.
No, because I think I've built up an audience of people who don't give a fuck. So, like, I don't want to, like... Well, I mean, I kind of want to talk about it, but I kind of don't, because, like, especially on this channel, because this is the channel where I just talk politics, right? And, well, to an extent, culture, but I'm not, like, it seems kind of dishonest in a way to build up an audience on one general type of thing, and then be like, nah, fuck you, I'm talking about sports now. Dickheads. Like, that's not cool. They didn't sign up for that shit. Anyway.
Or just do a second show.
I was thinking maybe converting my backup channel into a sports thing or something, maybe.
Oh, right.
Right, I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, like, I'm already doing a show every day, so when do I do the sports thing?
Yeah, you have to drop one of your... you're not just doing it every day. Sometimes you would stream on the weekends, too.
I did. I streamed both Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You are just like a machine.
Yeah, but a kind of malfunctioning machine. Yeah. Anyway.
Record is skipping, or the CD, if you guys remember those.
Yeah, like when you knock a CD and it just stops for a second and then goes back on because it's got anti-shock. Boom.
Yes.
Small, and therefore individuals must devote time and money to helping others, as well as non-governmental institutions of goodness. They have to be large and plentiful. Europeans, on the other...
Note, by the way, how he puts up 4 houses of worship and there's 2 Christian and 2 Jewish.
Of course.
There isn't a Muslim.
Of course.
There isn't a Hindu, anything. No, just Christians and Jews. That's all.
Also, here's the thing is, it's important that American people suffer more than people in Europe do, Kevin, so that other Americans can have the opportunity to be good.
Yeah. I'd rather have not have the poor people in the first place by making them not
exactly. Poor. This is twisted thinking.
It's ridiculous, yeah. It's nonsense. The idea that this is compassionate is just absurd. We need people to suffer so that we can feel better about ourselves.
Yeah, this is all focused on the people giving the money being good, and not at all about the levels of suffering in these comparative peer groups.
Yeah, absolute nonsense.
Of goodness, they have to be large and plentiful. Europeans, on the other hand, with
scum. Sorry.
Yeah, with our high taxes and our redistributions and our safety nets and our universal health care.
Time out. What's with this hour business?
I live here too.
But you are. I mean, you are an import, aren't you? So
going on 20 years, Kevin. I've been over here
an
almost.
Alien.
I've been here almost like as long as I lived in this state. Well, not quite, but
an alien. You're an alien, Kristi.
I am an immigrant. I'm still an immigrant. That's true.
God, I am silly. Anyway, but yeah. Kristi's foreign. Just so, like, if we're gonna do immigrant bashing, let's bash the white ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I prefer that to all the Nazi associations you throw at me because I live in Germany.
Well, you are a white person in Germany. I mean, the historical alliances, Kristi, it's just there.
So I'm both a foreigner and responsible for German history.
Yes. It's Schrodinger's Nazi immigrant.
Yes.
Their philosophy of big government came to rely on the state to help their fellow citizens and even their own family members. The second thing that diminished...
You say we need a left NFL. There is a left NFL. Sorry. I mean, like, there are people like Justin Jackson and actual progressives and stuff. Sorry, go on.
Well, just as they're like, oh my gosh, they allowed their senior citizens to be financially independent.
Yeah.
What was he so offended by there? What, that the woman of the house that you aren't doesn't have to raise kids and have a job and care for your mother? Dennis, is that what you're mad about? I can't compete with Kid Cam. Aww. Does he ever jump on your lap?
Yeah, not when I'm broadcasting though, because I'm often like swiveling in my chair, so it's like it's an unstable thing. He didn't like it, but if I'm sat still on like a sofa, he's fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so something about stable self-reliance or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So he disappeared from. He's gonna shout at the cat from the distance. This is what 160 plus people tuned in for. Yeah, actually, that reminds me of something that made me laugh out loud. I can't remember who it was in your chat last night, but do you remember during your stream when Rory Katz forced you to let them out and you said, I think he needs to do a poo?
Yeah.
Right. Well, while you were gone, someone said everybody had to take a break because the cat needed a poo. And it was just kind of funny that your cat controlled the lives of like 250 people at that moment in time.
He is cute. He should. He should be able to dictate what all of you mortals.
Yeah, that's amazing power for a feline. Just to stop the lives of like over 250 people because he wants to go outside.
Wants to go for a shit. Yeah.
As the government grows is the character of many of its citizens. Just as taking care of others is a sign of moral character, so is taking care of oneself. Relying on others to take care of...
Pause. Should we compare mass shootings, the United States and Europe? Should we compare just shootings, not even mass shootings? Yeah, you want to do other metrics of crime comparisons? Because I'm telling you, if that's the sign of moral character, then these societies are taking care of each other and themselves better.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Again, taking care of oneself is different to hoarding everything. Which is what he means. He means like Jeff Bezos. Because Jeff Bezos is not taking care of himself. He's destroying the lives of millions of other people.
Yep. And just the idea, again, that charity is people need to suffer so that you can do a good act. I find, rather than solving the problem, is so morally abhorrent to me.
It is pretty disgusting, yes. That is true.
Yeah.
Of you when you are capable of taking care of yourself is just plain selfish, and the very definition.
I take care of myself while thinking about Dennis Prager. I'm just saying.
That's selfish. That's just plain selfish, Kevin.
It is selfish, but is it morally virtuous? That's the only thing that matters.
You know, can I again? I just can't fucking get off this point. All right, in the United States, people tip waiters and waitresses. You know why? Because they don't get paid enough fucking money for their work. And so they rely on other people's charity to make ends meet. But people have different levels of charity or different abilities to pay. And so they're at the mercy of what other people give them, right? In Europe, you can give, if you give 10%, I've been told I've given too much when I give 10% because they're paid a living wage here. So that is an example of like, tipping is a good thing because you're giving someone money to, you know, and help. But no, you shouldn't have to tip them because they shouldn't be that close to suffering.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They absolutely fucking shouldn't be. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I just can't get over this. I'm sorry. I'm like stuck on it.
No, that's absolutely fine, yeah. And as someone points out in the chat, about Dennis Prager hates disabled people. Yeah, there are some people who literally cannot take care of themselves. Now, You should allow them to take care of themselves to whatever extent they have, allow them their own independence to the greatest possible extent. That's just a generally good thing. But there are going to be certain things that if you're in a wheelchair, you're not physically going to be able to do. It's just a fucking fact of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's so you make accommodations for that. You help them. You have a sense that these people shouldn't be left to fucking rot. Which is precisely what Dennis Prager is fucking calling for here. Whether he will ever be honest enough to actually fucking say it, who knows, but that's what he means. The poor, the disabled, people of colour, sexual minorities should just be left to fucking rot. Fuck 'em. That's his entire ethos.
Yep. Be like me or go away.
Yeah.
Of irresponsible.
Which is interesting because he's at the age where someone's going to be wiping his fucking arse soon. Then we'll see how fucking funny it is, Dennis.
And it gets worse. The more people come to rely on the state to take care of them, the more they begin to develop a sense of entitlement. A sense of entitlement.
Pause. Sorry. You mean people see the benefits of paying taxes in the form of support that they personally experience positive things from, that kind of situation? Like they like this idea of, yeah, I pay my taxes, but then there's a whole bunch of other things I don't have to pay for because the costs are reduced or they get taken care of.
Yeah. Look, again, it's the same thing with the...
Problems go away.
It's the problem. It's the thing with the nationalised healthcare. Is that America pays way more for a way shittier service. Your taxes wouldn't increase more than you're already paying on the healthcare and indeed the funding of the insurance companies, which don't need to exist in the level that they do, and you would get a better service, and the drugs would be cheaper because you can buy in bulk.
Yeah. Also, American zoning and planning, I realize living in Europe for this long, is completely fucked up. I mean, America is set up in such a way that you need a car to get around because they have residential areas and they have commercial areas and then they have industrial areas. Well, on the commercial stuff, I am within walking distance of 2 grocery stores. I've got a hair salon around me. I've got the place that fixes my hot water heater, checks it every year at the end of my street. I've got kiosks. I've got restaurants. I've got, places that sell appliances. Instead of making a main street or putting it in a mall out in the middle of nowhere so you can have a lot of parking spaces, integrate the economy so that people don't have to rely on transportation. You reduce your costs immediately.
Yeah.
People can live closer to where they work even.
So the person in the chat, why did they interview Aaron Rodgers? Because they're hypocritical garbage who want to keep sport and politics separate except when it suits them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Belief that you do not owe others, but that others...
And also just fuck Aaron Rodgers. He's... What a fucking awful thing to... $2,000 isn't that much money. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Case the state and your fellow citizens whose money supports the state owe you. A sense of entitlement creates 2 other bad character traits: ingratitude
and homosexuality. Probably.
I want to see what the second one is, and then
it's homosexuality, Kristi. I've already said it. Anyway.
Postmodernism.
Yeah.
And resentment. The more
okay.
people expect to be given.
What? Resentment. No, here's again. People pay taxes and then they see the benefits in the form of services and credits or other kinds of support, like we have in Germany, where people are able to stay home and take care of their kids in the first part of the pandemic, till things kind of got sorted out. And that's paid for with my tax money. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Those people shouldn't have to be begging to make their rent payments or having to choose between staying home with their kids and their jobs. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. They need celebrities to shut up and dribble, except when it's someone they agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, anyone who wants to be like, oh well, you don't like Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not saying because he's a sportsman he shouldn't be allowed to say it or shouldn't say it. He's allowed to. He's also a human. He's a shit human, but he is a human.
I mean, honestly, he has a way bigger platform than we do. If we're going to criticize them, he doesn't fucking care. He doesn't care.
No, that's true. Although I won just as many Super Bowl rings this year. Boom.
Yeah, in a Cracker Jack box. But you don't have Cracker Jack, but you get the joke anyway.
But I am a cracker.
You are, but you're not Jack, are you?
No, but anyone
You're not
called
Cracker Jack.
who is also
I'll call you
white.
Cracker Kev. We can call you Cracker Kev.
I prefer to be called Hunky Logan, please.
Yeah, I like Cracker Kev. It's alliterative.
True. It is alliterative.
Yeah, and if you ever did
grateful.
if you ever did a mashup with Uncle Cracker, you could call it Uncle Cracker Kev.
That's a niche reference. When the fuck was Uncle Cracker ever fucking... That hasn't been a thing for a while. Yeah.
Like decades.
Yeah.
That was a deep dive. Yeah.
What song did Uncle Cracker do? I can't even remember.
Oh, Dan, let's look it up. It was good. I remember liking it at the time. I'll probably be embarrassed about it now.
Uncle Cracker, there he is. Best... Yeah, I know he was involved with Kid Rock, so he's probably scum. But, oh, come on. Where's his big hits?
Yeah, come on. Just skip to the
Follow
song.
me. Follow me
All right, yeah.
if everything is alright. Yeah, that one.
You want to put it on just for a second for the kids in the chat who don't know this song?
Fuck's sake. You people. You young people with your fucking vitality. Jesus. Follow me.
Uncle
I
Cracker.
misspelled that. Fuck me.
It's the second one. It's okay.
Uncle Cracker. You'll have definitely heard this tune, surely. Fuck off. Fuck off.
No one knows that nobody can care. You're feeling guilty, and I'm well aware. But you don't look ashamed, and baby, I'm not scared. I'm singing, follow me, and everything is alright.
Oh, yep, I remember. Oh, okay, stop before you get copyrighted.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
that's the
you
thing.
were pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's continue.
They will be for what they are given. And they get resentful when any of those entitlements are taken away.
Oh no, if you take away their social safety nets, they're not happy.
Yeah, imagine that. They're paying their taxes and then they're getting the benefits from it, and you still take their taxes and you don't give them the benefits.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite nice. Flamdar says Kevin is Cracker Union Jack. That works.
There you go.
That works. I am technically British. That is technically true. Although Britain probably won't exist for much longer, so... Anyway. Although we'll probably just keep the flag and think, fuck it, was there no point redesigning it now? Who cares?
Yeah, if Scotland leaves, are you still going to be Great Britain? Are you just going to be
I
like
presume they
the
won't
Kingdom
change
of
the
England,
name, but-
Wales, and Northern Ireland?
Yeah, I presume I mean, it should
And Berwick
cease
upon
to
Tweed.
exist, because the point was it was the union of Scotland and England, with Wales not really mattering, and Ireland, the entirety at the time of Ireland, also not mattering. So it was just England and Scotland, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
So with Scotland leaving, it should be, it should cease to exist. But just in terms of like, why would you bother? It's like, like my mum, when she got divorced, she didn't bother changing her surname back, because what's the point? She's just still Logan, so who cares?
You've got to do all the paperwork
Exactly,
and the
yeah.
filings, and you've already got the address labels, and you've got so many of them. You don't want to
I'm
like
gonna have to
throw them
ring
all
the
away.
bank up just to be like, oh,
Yeah,
can you
and
change
do
my
the
fuck
forms and yeah.
that. Anyway, yeah. Kudos to trans people who have to do that, of course. But what can you do? Although I was looking into that actually. In America, you have to go before a fucking judge, and he can just say no. You're not allowed to change your
Yeah.
name. What the? What? It's your fucking name.
It's mostly a procedure. It's mostly just a formality. But they do get you on record, because I changed my last name. They do get you on record that you're not trying to change your name to avoid any debts or get out of a contract or anything like that. So then it's sort of entered into the record. And also you have to publish it in a newspaper for like so many days or whatever. Like you have to announce that you're changing your name so people can check and make sure that you're not trying to get away from them.
Fucking
In
hell.
your contracts and stuff.
What did you change your name? But what was that about? What?
Oh, it's a whole long story. It's not happy hour material.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you off air sometime,
Oh, okay.
but I won't because you'll forget.
Oh, almost certainly, yeah. Okay. But anyway, in Britain, there's just a thing called deed poll, and you pay them money, they fill in the form, and then you just called something different. That's fine.
Oh, wow. That's super simple. No. It's way more complicated in the States.
Yeah, literally.
Or at least in my state
you
it
can do
was.
it all on the internet as well now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, you have to inform, if you've got, it's incumbent upon you to contact governmental agencies and say, this is my new name, and you show them the form that you've got from Deed Poll. You can, they change the form and all the rest of it. And you have to do that. You can't, not tell them and then say, no, I'm a different person now. You have to actually do that. So,
Kevin, your middle initial is F already, right?
yes.
Please legally change your middle name to Flim Flam.
Flim Flam? Why?
Kevin Flim Flam Logan.
Flim Flam Logan. Flim Flam Logan. No, I'm quite happy with Francis.
But this is it. You don't even have to change a single document. All you can do is be so easy.
No, you do, because you're changing it. Kristi.
Think about how many times you've written Francis on something. Never.
Loads of times.
So
on official documents, you have to write your full name. Yeah. It would be a nightmare. I mean, but the thing is, you can change it as many times as you like, I think. So you could just change it, say, oh, look, Flim Flam, and then change it instantly back. But you then have a form saying, I'm Flim Flam. Why is anyone watching this? Why is anyone still watching this? I don't know who you are, but I love you dearly. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, thank you.
Kevin fucking Logan.
Kevin
that also
Logan.
works.
That's true. Yeah.
Although they probably have some
thing
kind
that
of
bigger government diminishes.
Yeah, you can't have swearing and you can't have numbers as well. You're not allowed to have numbers in your name because they were apparently when they first tried this, they were having people again trying to get out of debts would change their name to Dave 127941812119 whatever, right? And then when they tried to send them documents, they'd often because they've got 20 numbers in a row, you might miss one out, and they go, but that's not my name. The 2 is in the wrong place there. Oh fucking hell! So they said no numbers. You can't have numbers. Just proper
These
fucking
people
names.
ruined it for everyone.
Exactly. You couldn't be trusted with it, could you? You dickheads. Anyway,
is liberty. This should be obvious. The more government, the more rules. The more.
Also, interestingly, why are you bringing up this immigrant here?
Yes.
She's French.
The French woman.
She's French.
Yeah. More government, more rules, and say fewer social programs, more suffering. Again, it comes down to the fact that you're willing to let people suffer, and we're not. That's ultimately what it comes down to.
Yeah. It's a complete lack of any empathy with your fellow creature.
Mm-hmm.
Rules, the less liberty. In much of Europe, for example, governments tell store owners how many hours they can keep their own stores open. That's right.
I'm sorry. Pause. Fucking hell. Okay. You're talking about a country that used to not have any stores open on Sundays in the United States. And that was for Christians. The government ordered that for Christians.
Yeah.
There are still things that can't be sold on a Sunday in the state. In my state.
Exactly. Aren't there places where alcohol isn't served on Sundays or something?
Yes. States.
Yeah.
Dry counties.
Yeah. And
what the fuck is he on about?
Businesses have their impact on their surrounding areas. It might be antisocial to have those open 24 hours a day. People live around these businesses. There's a thing. I'm not going to go too joker on this, but we do, in fact, actually live in a society. Our actions have impacts on others, and their actions have impacts on us. So how about we have a reasonable sense of solidarity with our fellow creature and institute laws which mitigate some of those impacts or the negative aspects of those impacts?
Yeah. Or how about this? A government has a one day where most shops can't be open, like a Sunday, and then people plan their economics around that, and then instead of spending it working, they spend it with people they like their kids and their parents and their family and their friends, enjoying life instead of taking another split shift at the convenience store.
Yeah. Also, Dennis, if you're upset at the government trying to tell business owners what to do with their business, you're going to be furious when you find out what governments are doing to try and tell women what they can do with their uteruses. Oh my God! You are going to be off the
liberty.
wall. Yeah, liberty.
Rules, Kevin.
Exactly.
Rules.
The more rules, the less liberty. So let's get rid of all abortion laws then.
Yes. Women can make their own choices.
Cool. Let's get rid of the red tape and cut the umbilical cord of daddy government.
In France and Germany, for example, you can't keep your own store open past a certain hour. And
Yeah.
Yeah, you go home and you spend the evening with someone or out drinking or having fun.
Yeah, Dennis. What the fuck's wrong with that? You have those rules in America too. In certain places, I mean, there obviously are 24-hour stores, but there are 24-hour stores in France and Germany too. The point is, what you don't want. Well, Dennis wants this, but what society ideally doesn't want is a nation of zombies that work 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, Americans tolerate that, but other people actually want lives. They want their income to fund their life, not their work be their life.
Yeah. Look, it's... and Dennis, you're acting as if this has crippled the economies of these nations, when it hasn't.
Yeah.
They're still very rich. It's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's fine here. I remember when I was working on the British election study, 2005, was dealing with one Canadian, one American. And it was they were prepping for the election or whatever, and they wanted to talk to somebody at a business that they had hired to do the polling. And they called in and they're like, well, she's gone for August. And they're like, what? Like, yeah, she took the month off. Yeah. They're like, it's just like their faces froze. Like they couldn't compute, like this is like someone is gone for a month from work. And people do that all the time in Europe.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Tony,
save up their holiday.
Who gave me the link to the deed poll page and said, do it live. Thank you. That's not happening. Yeah. Well, the thing that got to me, and I think I've mentioned this before, about the sick days. Mm-hmm. When I first found out about Americans having sick days, like there were a certain number of days. Well, what about if you're sick beyond that? Tough. What? So you have to go in with contagious diseases into a workplace, which produces food. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What? Mm-hmm. Like I remember an American being shocked about that. Like, how many sick days do you get? But well, it depends how many you need. Like you have as many sick days as it takes to be not sick anymore.
Yeah, like if I have the doctor's documentation, I have 6 weeks of sick leave every year. Potentially. Yeah. Which I never take, of course, but I have it if I need it.
Yeah, it's fine. You just you
and
stay at home
here.
/ hospital potentially, or some combination of the two, until you're well enough to go back to work.
Yeah, and you know what? McDonald's operates here. Small businesses operate here.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Got bakeries with really nice fresh bread in business and just around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. And forgive me, Kristi, have you fallen to totalitarian communism?
Nope.
No, okay. That's
not at all.
That's interesting.
Nope. Go into shops and buy whatever we want.
It must be all that residual freedom from the millions of American bases in Germany.
And we have buskers, as opposed to a lot of people asking for money. We have, people who are doing entertainment stuff and gigging.
Yeah.
Not to say that we have every problem solved, but they have a much better social safety net here, especially, compared to what I've seen in some of the states.
Yeah, talking about just thinking about the American bases in Germany. Dennis Prager claims to be small government and yet wants more money spent on the already ridiculously bloated American military budget.
Because missiles look like penises.
They do, to be fair. That is true. Also, let's get some vagina-shaped missiles, shall we? Let's have some equality.
By the way, who is it? Yeah, Haruka in the chat said, part of that is in thanks to the Marshall Plan. Yeah, American tax money went into reconstructing a lot of the devastation, repairing the devastation of the Second World War. And we have a thriving economy and peace.
Yeah, it's surprising that when you actually invest in societies and stuff, they become more healthy.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, there are some issues with Southern European countries and issues of fallen governments and
But are they white enough to matter?
According to Brendan Franklin, they're not.
Exactly. It's just England and Saxony because we have to fit in the Saxons. So
yeah, the swarthy tanned white people who wear jeans that are like faded in the crotch to kind of bring attention to it. Those
the Bavarians. I mean, they might as well be from Africa. That's how dark they are.
Brendan Franklin was very, very persnickety.
Well, let's just put it this way: he was an enormous
racist. Massive racist. Yes. People who look like me. basically.
Also, he was going about the Swedes being too dark for him. The fucking Swedes. Have you ever known whiter people than the Swedes? Good Lord. The Swedes make me look tanned. Fucking hell.
Yes.
You can't open your store before a certain hour. And
again, because people in the local area want to sleep, Dennis. It's fine. What the fuck is wrong with it? Oh. And they act as if like has been somehow crippling to the economies of these nations, which are still very rich. Like, just chill.
Yep.
United States.
And you know what else? Sorry, pause. This would blow Dennis's mind. On Sunday, it's called Quiet Day. And you are strongly discouraged, and I think you might get a noise complaint if you like do banging with DIY, or if you hoover for a long time, or if you mow the lawn with a lawnmower, because it's meant to be a quiet day. People are relaxing. Just fucking do it Saturday or Monday, whatever. Just don't do it today. Imagine that. The government is like, dictating in your home. You can't disturb your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. Again, because...
And be selfish.
We live in a society.
Rules, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why can't I be a selfish prick and destroy the peace and tranquility of everyone else's life just because I can't be bothered to do it on a Saturday? No. Yeah. God gave me the right to blare out loud music on a Sunday, Kristi.
I was going to say, are you an American? Are you channeling your inner sovereign citizen?
Kristi, if God had not wanted me to play, frankly...
Black Sabbath
on a boombox at 3 a.m. on a Sunday, then why would he have given me the opportunity to do so?
Well, I build a shelf in my garage.
Exactly. Look, I'm not even drilling anything. I just want the power drill to be on. Okay? That's my freedom. That's my right.
It's my electricity. I'm paying for that.
Yeah,
I've
got the right to bear arms and pneumatic drills.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And circular saws.
What about if I want to poke a cage full of parakeets next to your sleeping baby? What's wrong with that? Really? Come on now.
Federal Register was 2,620 pages long in 1936. By 2012, it contained 78,961 pages.
They do have an obsession with the number of pages. Trump used to do this as well.
Yeah. Society became more complicated when we had more than just mostly agrarian economies in places. Yes.
Yeah. Like, also in 1936, you had like lead in the water and stuff. Like, that wasn't good.
They had signs up that said, don't throw match in the river next to the Ohio River, because if you threw a lit match, it would start on fire.
That's healthy. That doesn't need to be regulated away at all. That's fine.
Of rules and regulations.
Your food used to kill you.
There are, however, some things big government always does increase. Corruption, fraud, and theft. How could it not? Unless you think people are angry.
Government's just evil, which means the people in government are evil. And since those people are our fellow citizens, you're saying that Americans are evil?
Oh, look, you're quite correct. But to the person in the chat, I know Flint exists now, but I'm saying that was the norm back in the day.
People were just doing, in the 1930s, in the 20s and stuff, it wasn't, terrible.
Yeah, the
environmental destruction.
The standards of, there were literally the health and safety standards were non-existent, and so lots of people used to die on building sites and stuff. Like,
Flint was a result. Flint was a result of greed, and combined with a lack of any kind of normal humanity, and they rusted out the insides of their own pipes, and the lead started to leak. That was like, that was not like a business dumping water in the river or something. But yes, it is a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Angels, and that political power attracts angels. You know that a lot of people with almost unlimited power and with access to almost unlimited sums of money will abuse those powers.
Wait. Like the people who fund him?
Yeah, I was about to say, so the Koch brothers, need to have their money taken away from them. Jeff Bezos needs to have his money taken, Elon Musk, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, there's more corruption there. The government can be audited. Those are public documents. People can be arrested and tried. What happens? How are we going to find out if companies are cheating if they're good at hiding it? There's no transparency there.
Yeah, exactly.
You
At
can
least with
fudge
the government,
numbers.
you get to actually vote on some of the people involved there.
Yes.
I've never once voted for any of my CEOs. Apart from the CEO of Antifa, which is me. So. I voted in
yourself?
that election millions of times.
You were the tiebreaker.
Don't tell anyone.
So for all these reasons, small government was the vision of the people who founded the United States of America.
Pause. You want to say it or should I?
Small government in the terms of them literally allowing the ownership of humans?
Yeah, it was basically they idealized small government because they had everybody else to do their work for them and they never had to worry about a safety net because of their wealth. And so of course they wanted small government because they had themselves set up and the government was designed for them, by them, to preserve their power and wealth.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't matter. Also, they lived in a time when most people in the colonies that had just become independent were agrarian, if they were white, of course. There were some also free black Americans, I guess, at the time. I don't quite know how their legal status worked in every state, but they were mostly self-sufficient. But we now live in a capitalist society where most people exchange their labor for money.
Yep.
And that's much less reliable than having multiple, garden patches and things like that.
Yeah, but no, you can definitely have the foundational government of a pre-industrial society for a internet-based world.
Yeah, the 21st century.
It's fine.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely fine.
Ridiculous.
It is the major reason America has given more people more freedom,
white people,
and more opportunity to live a better life than any other country has.
By stealing it from the native people and by enslaving others.
Yeah. But other than that, freedom.
It's fine. Yeah, other than for everybody else. And white women too.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was
they just live in a world of delusion.
Yeah, that was Dennis Prager talking about Aaron Rodgers or something.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much get people here to watch Aaron Rodgers and then let me throw some propaganda at them.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching, if I'm honest. He was boring. So I was.
He is always boring.
He is a phenomenally, intensely boring human being on every level.
In my mind, I'm just going to go to that chorus in Killer by Eminem from his latest release. I'm just going to bop in my head. It's going to be my happy place tonight.
Follow me if everything's alright. Anyway. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. So, checkmate, atheists. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we ended up with these cats.
Yeah.
The cute cats. And then another cat thing happened.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah.
What?
They were in a little biplane thing and... oh, shit. I don't think they knew it was there. Oh, look at him. But he's pretty calm about it.
Yeah.
And then they have to kind of shoo him out of the thing. He's terrified.
Like, no, let's go again.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
There you go.
There you go. I want to go again.
Yeah. So that's cats, be careful where you sleep.
Yes. And also, people, check your light planes for cats.
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed, yes. GOP representatives Andrew Clyde of Georgia and Louis Gohmert, twat, Texas, have been fined $5,000 for how they went through the metal detectors at a senior Democratic aide, confirmed to CNN. These fines are part of a new rule established this week.
Yeah, so apparently the way this works is that they have so many days to pay that fine, and then if they don't, it gets withheld from their checks.
Good. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yep. Now, I'm not sure if they can... so someone was saying there is a rule that you can't interfere with a member of the House on his way, of course, because it was sexist language, on his way to vote. So it might be the case that if they get through the metal detector, like they can't be interfered with, but they will be fined every time. And it goes up as well. So...
Fair enough.
I'm not sure on that rule, how it works, if they can actually stop them from going onto the floor.
This is just a strange piece of history for me. Fidel Castro was slightly obsessed with Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Yeah. There he is in 1959 at the Lincoln Memorial. He thought he was like a hero. Yeah.
What? Okay, when did it all kick off? That was the 1960s, right?
When?
The whole Bay of Pigs thing.
Oh, Bay of Pigs was a bit
60.
later, yeah. But he never lost his love of Lincoln. He was just a fan of Abraham
No,
Lincoln.
I never realized he'd actually visited American soil.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, absolutely, yeah, because he's the head of state. He was at several UN meetings.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll let him travel to D.C. Yeah, I guess once you get in the country, you can go anywhere. But, okay, that's a surprising image to me.
Yeah, Gab, being fascist as always. Democracy is cringe. They're run by a 12-year-old edgy boy, aren't they? They have to be.
Pretty much.
That account has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Peter.
Oh, more Peter. I was wondering if there was going to be more awfulness from Peter, and there is.
So Peter's gone swerve, it would appear. Thinking that instead of criticising things, I might just become a whore from now on. People are way cooler about that.
What are they? Why are they saying these things in tweets?
They are scum.
I can't. Like, even if you thought that, and then felt bad because that's a shitty thought, then that's where it should stop. It shouldn't go into a tweet. The sort of like the self-victim is like hood here.
Yeah.
Of saying, oh look, people dislike me more than sex workers.
Well, because sex workers aren't doing anything wrong, whereas you are, people.
Yeah. And also sex workers make people happy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, sex workers provide a service.
Yeah.
Anyway, more from Peter. Yeah, these are definitely the tweets of a rational person. People are so crazy. Insane! Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. You're all lunatics. AOC, insane, batshit. AOC is batshit insane. All in the same hour, one after another. Garbage.
I don't have words. I don't have words for this.
Some high-level ideas from Dave? Should we have a look at Rubin?
All right. Wait. Let me smooth my brain.
Yeah, there we go. Right. So, thread. I've come to the conclusion that the collapse we're in is the inevitable end of what purely secular liberalism looks like.
What collapse? Sorry, I missed. What collapse? I missed the collapse.
The America's the Western civilization's is gonna collapse.
Yeah, they're wrong.
A sad reality of someone who wrote a book defending liberalism. Did you? It was mainly you whinging, Dave, to be fair.
Yeah.
The tolerance baked into liberalism is what let wokeism into the system.
Yeah, we need less tolerance? We need to be more intolerant in our liberalism? Is that what you're trying to argue, Dave?
The soft underbelly of that tolerance and a belief that logic and reason can solve all are the perfect breeding ground for bad ideas like wokeism to pop up and breed. And secular liberals, without a bedrock truth other than their own minds, have no defence against this. I think, genuinely, Jordan Peterson might be a pathogen, and he's spread to Rubin, I think.
Here's the thing, also. I don't think that people of our ilk think that logic and reason can solve all. In fact, we are supporters of the arts and the humanities, which you guys all want to decimate out of existence.
We are
the ones that keep the emotional.
Humanities, true.
So no, we don't think logic and reason can. There's also art and emotion and human experience, but you guys are the ones who want to shame all that.
But not the small manatees.
But only the humanities.
Yeah. Our founders understood this, which is why the Constitution didn't grant us rights. It protected them. Okay. Rights are God-given, not man-given. Oh, for fuck's sake. The God pill has been fully ingested. Logic needs something eternal beneath it as foundation.
This makes this claim that rights are God-given. Where in the Bible do you find any rights?
I find plenty of wrongs.
There's this myth that was developed, that about sort of like God giving us our rights, but rights are entirely socially constructed. They are entirely human given because only humans come up with these ideas. They don't even come up in their Bible.
But Kristi, God did it.
God did everything.
Checkmate.
Yeah. Yes.
This is a point Yara
Ugh.
Mazzoni, Ben Shapiro, Dennis Prager, but Jordan B. Peterson have made often. Liberals not only have no defence now, but they actively are destroying their own businesses, families and institutions to protect that wokeism can be rationalised with and defeated. It's not a thing, Dave. What are you talking about? The point of wokeism is to be anti-human and anti-individual, and it will spare no one. The highness of the level of the ideas here is beyond me.
He makes up a word and then decides it's an ism and then gets the actual definition completely 180 wrong. Yeah. It's amazing.
I think former Liberals like real Chris Rufo, whoever that is, and oh fuck's sake, James Lindsay. Yeah,
he's
liberals,
far right now.
Liberals. Have seen this, while most bury their head in the sand and hope it passes them by. It will not. I welcome debate on this with noted pedophile fan Steven Pinker, Sam Harris, Eric Weinstein, Brett Weinstein, John Haidt, Barry Weiss. Save my life. Got me back.
What is with all this thirsty tagging people in for attention? Please, someone retweet me.
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Basically, yeah. Joe Rogan won't get back to him, so he's just like the next tier down now. Sully Dish, Heather Haying, Christina Hoff Summers, Peter Boghossian, Joe Rogan, lol, Majid Nawaz, yeah, and any other true liberal. Who amongst any of those people? Who the fuck is liberal?
No one.
Who would like to discuss it in good faith? Oh, Dave, you're so thirsty. Oh my God.
I don't even know. Yeah, please have me on your shows. Please come on my show.
No doubt there are varying levels of agreement and disagreement. Some liberals used to relish in having. End. Okay. Thanks, Dave. That's super. Super duper. Moving on.
Please.
Murder. Cat murder. The cat murdered a fucking seal. Look. Assassinated.
So vicious.
Look.
Oh,
Boom.
fuck. A cat. Oh, he smacked him. I missed that part. I was
Fatality.
setting down my drink. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. There's a high-level summit taking place there. A deer and two cats.
I love it. Look at all that snow.
I wonder what they're discussing.
Deer is thinking, am I safe or can they come through that glass? How thick is it? Is it double glazed?
No, this is quite a nice one, right? How great do you think this drawing of Ronald Reagan is? That this person is proudly hanging in their Washington office.
Look, nothing to me has yet topped the medieval horse from the front.
No, it's definitely not as bad as that. But it's still funny because this person framed this shit.
Okay, all right. He's a little bit wonky.
A little bit wonky.
I was being nice. Like, one cheek is way puffed up.
Yeah, that's
not good.
That's weird. And it's definitely got this vibe to it. Definitely got a little bit of the old Beauregard.
That just looks like, a nightmare toy from a puppet shop. That statue.
Really
like you just expect the jaw to go ga 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 ga. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Garrison's still mental.
Oh, again.
Hang on, it's too big.
Wadio. Secede. He's now calling for insurrection.
Secede or die. And then there's two snakes, but apparently they're connected somehow or something. I don't know. And you've got Washington, D.C., West Virginia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, South Carolina, North Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Nevada, Montana, Idaho, and Washington.
Why are there two snakes?
I don't know. I genuinely
don't make any sense.
I don't know, Kristi.
Like the one snake doesn't have a tail, but the Texas one does. So it's the real rattlesnake.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Don't think about the biology. Think about the terrible politics instead.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, he's just weird. But at least he's not being thirsty. At least it hasn't been like a snake with a massive cock or something. I don't know.
Or AOC somewhere in it.
Or AOC with big tits. Yeah. Or was it Kamala Harris with her arse out or something in one of them? Wasn't she photocopying her ass? Oh, God.
Oh, right, yes. Something about an yes. You remember those better than I do.
Oh, yeah. Lou Dobbs. Oh, God. Right, so he got fired. Lol. And then, basically, sort of admitted that he's doing... Fox News he tweeted this out from the Washington Post. Fox News has dropped Lou Dobbs tonight, promoter of Trump's false election fraud claims.
You know how I told you?
Billions, Lou. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know how I told you that I listened to like an hour or whatever, almost 2 hours of that lawsuit? Well, in there, they have a lot of the quotes from the shows. And in fact, toward the end of it, they just kind of like show the same quotes, but different elements of the quotes for different categories of allegations that they make. But Lou Dobbs really dug himself a hole. Like, I thought with the hosts, they were dragged in because they had them on and maybe repeated what they said. Yeah. And Lou Dobbs just ran with this stuff. He was making the same kind of accusations. I can see why he is of the Fox employees, he is the most legally risky for them. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was phenomenal.
He definitely, he did not hold back. And, the consequences of your own actions are going to bite you, you fool.
Now he's unemployed.
Yeah.
You're about to lose your
I
job.
think the Q thing might have been cover for the fact that they're actually pedophiles. Ruben Varastgui recently got arrested for distributing child porn. Turns out to have been an outspoken pro-lifer. And this person was involved with the senior digital strategy for the Senate Republican Conference. For
I've been
possession of child pornography. So.
Yeah, I've been trolling. I'll see if it's the same one because I was trolling the Lotus Eaters with a story that I was asking them to cover on their show. I'll try to look it up and see if it's the same guy.
Thank you to Stalin 2024 for following. I'm not sure I'm going to get on board with that ticket, but I appreciate you following on Twitch anyway. And if you want to go and do that, you can. The links are below. Go and subscribe to me and all that shit on Twitch.
His name was Ruben, right? Yep, it was the same guy.
Ruben Varastgui. Mm-hmm. Varastgui? However the fuck you pronounce that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funes.
Nick Funes, yeah. They're so desperate to be victims.
You know what? They aren't in orange jumpsuits because most of them, because of their white privilege, got out on bail.
Yeah.
So don't fucking lie to me.
The conservative genocide.
This accountability is now a genocide for white people.
Also, I didn't realize the conservatives were like a religious, racial, or ethnic group. But okay.
What happened to don't do the crime if you can't do the time?
But for some reason. So they've got these are the 10 stages of genocide according to this meme. Classification, symbolization, discrimination, dehumanization, organization, polarization. We're at number 7 apparently, preparation, persecution, extermination, denial.
Those don't even make any sense in the order that they are in.
No, but... They're just...
I think they just want all the Xian words they could find.
Yeah, they just... Exactly. Also, cheeky little bit of Don Lemon being openly black there. Nice. That's the reference to another meme that happened. Anyway. Yeah, Republicans disrespecting the flag is some next level cope. So that's a Trump thing with an upside downy American flag.
Yeah, that means that it's an emergency.
Yeah, which...
That's what that...
It isn't. It isn't.
No.
But it is
it's
a nice bit
democracy.
of snow. Nice bit of snow.
Oh, so much snow.
Yeah. We had, I think it was about 0.5 millimeter of snow last night. So, checkmate.
It is currently -6 here.
Yeah.
And we had a dusting of snow, and it's still on the cars in the street where people don't drive.
Yeah. You know the JFK assassination type conspiracy theories?
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
I've got... I think what is my favourite JFK conspiracy now? The fact that he was assassinated prenatally.
What? JFK was never born? What?
Never born. Never born. Don't know. Conservatives are mental. Who knows what the fuck that
Mandela
even means?
Effect. It's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Or whatever that's called.
We all think we remember JFK, but do we really? Anyway.
Nope. Never happened.
Yeah, this is a thing. This is a sign that maybe a person isn't of sound mind and body when you have to sign a petition saying, "We the people declare Linwood sound mind and body."
Oh,
That's
2021.
not a good sign.
You are just not pulling any punches, are you?
No. That's interesting. The Hawaii CEO chair resigns after party tweets about QAnon. That's good.
Yeah, accountability.
Yeah. Was it
It's
Hawaii
good
that
thing.
tweeted out the Styx Hexenhammer thing as well, if I recall?
Yeah, it was.
I think so.
Yeah, it was them, I think.
Someone posted this on Telegram and it's very funny, so we'll have a watch.
Okay.
At the heart of this psyop is Q, a government insider who will give you advance warning about major events, like the arrest of Hillary and deep state leaders, which never happened, and the end of the Democratic Party in 2018, who actually went on to win the House that year. And if years of fake predictions start to get you down, don't worry. Trust the plan. The best part of this psyop is you'll believe you're in a psyop, except that's not the psyop you're actually in, but the psyop where we let you think you're in a psyop. Psyopception. All we have to do is tell Il Duce to say tip top next to a white rabbit. Q-proof. Joining QAnon is easy because at its core there are some truths. Like the media really does lie to you. There really are powerful predators out there, and there really is a global pedophile ring that ritually abuses kids. But as you follow Q's droppings, you'll gradually LARP yourself deep into the rabbit's rectum, where you'll find others who yearn to fight injustice just like you. The 5G crew, the Plandemic crowd, the FEMA camps, and chemtrail folks too. All LARP together into a single LARP we can control. Where we LARP one, we LARP all. In exchange for all this entertainment and newfound sense of purpose, all we ask for in return is your help. No, you fucking idiots, not to arrest Hillary. And rioters shut down the recount of the 2000 election. Among those rioters was this fuckwit, the same one who is now urging us to declare martial law should we lose the election. And among the lawyers who helped to stop the recount was the same one we're pushing hard to appoint to the Supreme Court right now. Coincidence? Follow the white fuckwit. All this should alarm patriots. Except Q has convinced patriots. Even the guy who spent decades warning you about the police state and martial law. That martial law is now a good thing. What's that? When do we take down the deep state? Aw, honey. The guy who exposed the real deep state is being tortured by it right now. And where are you? Oh, that's right. Q told you to trust the plan and have a big circle jerk on Aiken. The Great Awakening. And that's the purpose of QAnon, to convince those who would normally be on the front line of fighting our shitfuckery to sit by and watch as we prosecute your truth tellers, purge your justice system, and rat fuck this election. QAnon. Nothing can stop what's coming, because you'll be sitting on your ass when it does. Authorized by the Department for executing the biggest intelligence drop in U.S. history.
So, the Great Awakening is genius. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself that I didn't see it. I should have seen that one. Anyway,
That was so good.
This image haunts me.
Don't download that and put it up as
No,
an opening scene.
no,
That's a nightmare.
That is. But where does it go when it goes in under the shirt, Kristi? What's happening to his skin?
It gets recycled. It's a loop. It goes over the top of his head again.
Melty Dobbs, Kristi. Oh, make it end. Skateboarding dog's back. This time,
Awesome.
dressed like a tiger.
Love it. I would be so proud if I was this, dog's carer. He's so good. He's
Awesome. Skateboarding dog.
He is better on a skateboard than I am. Not even a question.
Yeah.
I don't think he could stand.
Although
on a
to be fair, he's
skateboard.
got 4 points of contact, unlike the humans. Stupid humans with their two
Yeah, but
legs.
he's got to run alongside it and then jump on it.
It's
and
getting
time
away.
it.
No.
Exactly. And he times
There we
it.
go.
Whoa! Look at him go.
Fuck yes.
He's so much better than I am. So much better
He can
than
go
I
up
am.
hills. Oh,
He's
it's
amazing.
genius.
I feel bad that we're watching this for free. Oh. Also, hats off to the camera person.
Yeah.
They're doing a phenomenal job.
Indeed. Oh yeah, the Gateway Pundit got shut down on Twitter, which is funny. Bubba dum bum bum. Another prick bites the dust. And I just want to point out Lucian Wintrich, who's the Gateway Pundit. This amazing one, if you remember this from 2017.
Oh, yes. The
Antifa leader.
Antifa
No, but remember
super
the
soldiers.
fourth. Millions of super soldiers will behead all white parents. And they reported that as if that was a real thing.
I was there for the super soldiers.
Yeah, that was
Mind
Crank T.
melt.
Nelson, was it?
Oh, that was
one
so
of them.
funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
So yeah, not a journalist. Look at this suspicious-looking dog. That dog wants to know what the fuck you're up to.
I didn't want my picture taken.
This is. I mean, I am a little bit cold, and I
That
don't know
dog
what
could
you're
be
up to.
Hercule Poirot.
That is, yeah. That's. Look at it. It's checking you the fuck out. It sees through
Just
your
give
bullshit.
him a little mustache, you know.
Yeah.
That's my contribution to this.
Don't worry, everyone. It's fine. But I will have to get my cock out at this point, I think.
Oh.
Logan's amazing conservatives of cancel culture. Cocks and penis.
Yep. Kevin McCarthy told Liz Cheney, the third in command in the GOP caucus in the House, to apologise for voting to impeach Trump.
He is such a Vichy government.
Yeah.
He is terrible. He's awful.
I mean, again, I thought it was all about the freedoms of the speeches and political freedom and all the rest of it. But no, if you do something that Daddy Trump doesn't like, you have to apologise.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He didn't ask noxious MTG to apologize for saying that the Republican Party belongs to Trump.
Yeah.
It's his party.
Yeah.
He's just all in with the QAnon. He's put all his eggs in that QAnon basket.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And they are shedding memberships by the thousands in states around the country after.
Well, they fucking should, yeah. I mean, even your average conservative's like, that's nutty. The fuck is this? A satanic paedophile cabal? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, but, yeah, so this is 1984! Or something. Anyway. This meme lives in my mind. The service for this out. So it's the sanitization of nonsense. So alt-right racism rebranded, and it's the human centipede of 4chan, Andy No, Tim Pool with a...
Yeah.
Well, I think that's supposed to be a beanie, but that's a pirate hat.
That's not a beanie.
And then
she just hugged his head.
Yeah, sanitized as just a dude bro meme. And then a nice little extra, Jimmy Dore. The left should ally with this. Yeah, that's basically Jimmy Dore's job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although he looks a little bit like a teddy bear. So.
How do
a
you
melty
see a
teddy bear.
Oh, okay, I can see it like a gummy bear, maybe with one leg kind of chewed up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. A win for Biden is a win for billionaires. He was running against a supposed billionaire.
What is this class warfare? Fox News.
Also, all of this. Billionaires and Bolsheviks with the cameras for Biden. Oh yeah, that well-known Bolshevik, Bill Gates. The fuck are you talking about?
Well, that is the longest-running, odd couple since the start of capitalism has been the Bolsheviks and the billionaires getting together at Davos.
Oh, that's a buddy cop movie waiting to happen. A billionaire and a Bolshevik have to unite to fight crime. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Right, so QAnon is scary, but the actual percentage of QAnoners believers is below 10% for comparison, blah, 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 fake moon landings, something, something. Good news, the number of people who support the fascist cult is only in the tens of millions.
Yeah. Hurrah.
True. Yeah, the silver lining and the fact that the Chiefs lost yesterday, Josh Hawley's a Chiefs fan. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, I feel better now.
When I say Chiefs fan, he's from Missouri, so I suppose he sort of has the state rep.
Virtue signal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a revolting pattern emerging in the modern Republican Party. Again, the Q thing was all projection. Former Trump and GOP aide charged with distributing child porn. Trump's Kentucky campaign chair pleads guilty to child sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's Oklahoma campaign chair to plead guilt to child sex trafficking. Yeah. And soliciting sex.
Not the party of family values.
No. Mueller witness and Trump campaign ally George Nader pleads guilty to child pornography charges. So yeah, the repeated pattern of it's almost as if the Q thing wasn't about fighting child trafficking at all. It's just mental.
Yeah,
and
can
the
you retweet
projection.
that for me?
I can indeed.
Thank you.
Definitely worth a little look. Again, the cope is just off the charts. Hammer and sickle in the background, naturally. We are witnessing the most corrupt, anti-American, godless, criminal Democrat party in American history. What? Wait, what? Just what?
To all of that.
Yeah. Here's a bunny on a stack of pancakes. No need. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense.
I prefer maple syrup and a big slab of butter, but you do you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know where his feet have been. That top pancake might have to go.
You've thought about this too much. That's just adorable.
Hey, what if he poops on the plate?
Well, you like some chocolate raisins with your.
Yeah. No, I'm no Baldric, chef connoisseur.
Yeah. Cats and dogs together. It's the fucking future, people. It's been decided. Oh, there's also this one. That's amazing.
Aw, that's a cute one too.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Nuzzly cats and dogs.
Cuddles.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, here's a graph of Donald Trump's tweets per day since the 9th of January through the 7th of February.
Oh, it's beautiful. Can I get that framed? I want to look at that every day because it'll make me happy. Just seeing that. Maybe I'll put it in my bathroom and I'll stare at it.
Yes.
While I take a crap.
Beautiful. Cute bodega cat.
That is an amazingly cute cat.
No. Thank you for introducing me to the bodega cats.
Yeah, it's a great account, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's another cute one there too.
No.
He's wearing a little shirt, collar, and tie.
No. Oh yeah, the politics. Keep your politics out of sport.
Mm-hmm.
This is outrageous. That's Tom Brady being a far right shitbag.
Yep. But he can throw some pigskin.
He can. There's no doubt about that. Oh yeah, the right wing are going to be losing their shit. Black Lives Matter has been nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize.
I would love that. I would fucking love that.
That would be dope, but
it had an international ripple effect.
It definitely did. Although what it must be borne in mind, as with when Jared Kushner's been nominated for it as well. Basically, anyone can nominate some motherfucker for it. It doesn't actually mean when you're nominated for an Academy Award, that means you're in the top 5. You're actually one of the nominees. This doesn't mean anything though at this point. It's They do boil it down to a short list that votes on, and I presume Violent Sexy Dancing will be one of those. But at the moment, the fact that Jared Kushner, Trump got nominated. Who cares? No, it's some Norwegian far right dipshit. Who cares? Whatever. Anyway, why do they keep inviting Sargon on to talk about trans stuff? He doesn't understand the basics.
And who is he? Because he obviously Sargon doesn't have a tag because
he doesn't have an account. No.
So who is Mouthy Infidel?
I've heard the name, but leave any bigotry in your quarters. There's no room for it on the bridge. Captain James T. Kirk.
Can we just have a look at their account to get a preview of what this is going to be like?
Okay. The real war criminals were the friends we made along the way. Weird meme.
Okay, and they talk to crowd.
Thinking about making a new Patreon tier where you give me $15 a month and I insult your dad. Okay, weird. Oh God, I'm cringing. Who made this? What's this? Oh, it's like a meme. Okay. Trans debate. If anyone... I don't know. Sorry.
I'm not getting a sense of who they are, really.
Not really. Mutual tier list.
Oh, what was there a comment about Sean above?
Oh.
Can you go back?
Okay. Some people like my YouTube videos but find it annoying to follow my Twitter. They don't like it at all, not having a good time following me here, but they gotta. Sean, get Jen to write his tweets to Challenge 2021. Oh, that's not nice. It is funny though. I don't know. They look like a lefty shit poster, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems to be.
Okay. Cat dressed like a bee?
A bumble kit.
Yeah.
Aww.
And
Kit bee.
Kit bee. Cats and dogs
Oh,
together.
This is your new thing, huh?
It's the future. and ditto. Basically.
Yes, more.
Yeah.
More.
So I'm done.
Oh, okay. I didn't prep any. I mean, I have some, but I haven't really looked at them.
Oh, well.
Or do you want to just wrap up?
I don't mind either way, Kristi. It's entirely up to you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk some shit, and I'll see what I've got on the list.
Well, I can
I'll
open
just
the door
scroll
and get a
back.
cat. 1 second.
Oh,
You need to
okay.
talk for a second.
All right. There's some stuff here. Oh yeah. I got some good stuff here. Oh yeah, and there's a thing I got to follow up on. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yep. I'm just previewing a lot of things, and they're making me laugh, so that's good. I just don't know. Oh, right. Yeah, that one's good too. Okay. Yep, that's cute. Oh, that's some good news.
Kristi's just saying things. No one can see
I am.
anything.
Oh, we talked about goats last time, didn't we?
What?
Goats on Zoom. Do you remember that?
Oh, goats on Zoom. Goats on Zoom. 10 minutes later, goats on Zoom.
Wow, Duran Duran reference from their first album as well.
You're very welcome, people. You need to screen
That-
share,
talk
Kristi,
about
for
a-
God's sake.
I'm about to.
Some people.
Yeah, that's like early 80s.
Yeah.
I think that was a deeper cut than mine was. Oh, by the way, so Blue Jay Roads, I looked up Eldritch Dennis Prager and I had nightmares. So no, we're not gonna. Well, I mean, okay, let me just tell you what I did immediately after watching Eldritch Dennis Prager. I went and looked up stuff on Kafka's Metamorphosis.
Oh.
Do you want to see it? Should I unshare?
No.
Do you want to reshare?
No,
Okay. Well, people can check that out.
I don't care.
Goats on Zoom. Okay.
Goats on Zoom. 10 minutes later, goats
Oh,
on
hey.
Zoom.
Racism still a thing in America,
Surely
despite
not.
being the fastest growing segment of the U.S. small business ecosystem. Again, which is why Republicans should be courting people because they have that message already locked up. Not locked up, but they have a better message on it than Dems do. Latinos, we focus on workers more than we focus on small businesses. Latinos continue to struggle to secure capital from national banks because they're racists. So no, we're not post-racial in America.
No.
Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the way that the Republicans are trying to demonize Ilhan Omar and trying to make her like their version of green. Because they need, they can't actually own their shit. They just have to try to distract by attacking a woman of color. Are you even paying attention?
Sorry, I was checking out a thing and someone sent me a thing. Apologies. I am paying attention. They want Ilhan Omar to be their version of green because they can't own their shit. I'm listening.
Yeah, you're good. Good. This is actually a good article, The Three Factions of the House Republicans. And I especially like it because it's not just someone talking crap. Philip Bump here has done some data analysis. So they created basically like a crosstab of a few votes, or sorry, they did like a distribution here and a couple different, ways of behaving. So they took all of the House Republicans, and if they were people who rejected the Electoral College votes and voted don't impeach and don't punish green, they're on this list.
Quite
and
a lot
this
there.
ranks. Yep, this ranks what their presidential margin in their own districts were. So you can see like they're way more out here than some of the other ones that come down later. And then there are the people who voted to accept the electoral votes, don't impeach Trump, and don't impeach Green. And they are slightly in more left, say, plus D districts. And then the accountability people. So it was just kind of interesting. They kind of, the way that the last one was don't reject the votes, impeach, and don't punish Green. And then like Cheney, for instance, she's the most right-wing one out of all of them. The other ones are much more, the midpoint is here. So yeah, I thought that was a nice data. I mean, it's a very simple descriptive analysis but it is a good way to approach thinking about how Republicans can be grouped. Is look at what they do and look for the themes. Have I bored you yet?
Oh, fucking hell. You lost me minutes ago, yeah.
Sorry. By the way, you need to scoot it to the right for some people, so I'll just go back on the chart so people can see.
Oh, do I? To the right?
Yep.
Hang on.
Here we go. Or no, yeah. Well, you can eyeball it, but they were wrong. It doesn't need to go to the right because I don't know. I'll stop talking now.
But is that better? I moved it to the left. Oh, for fuck's sake. I am an idiot. Sorry. Go on. That should work now, hopefully. I don't know.
So this is plus 10 Democrats, and this is plus 60 Republican safety, like the margins. So the midpoint is actually here, this line.
Is there
right
one
there.
of them called Smucker?
Where are you looking?
Smucker, in the middle there. Oh, you can't.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Smucker.
Smucker.
It
Who's
looks
he?
to be.
Look him up. I want to see
it's
where...
not interactive.
No, but you can type into Google, Kristi, for God's sake.
I have to get my keyboard.
I have to get my keyboard.
All right.
God.
Smucker.
You've gone from fucking
Congress.
asking people not to even bother clicking the links and stuff. Too many buttons.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Of course he is.
Lloyd Smucker.
Lloyd Smucker. That's a funny
You like that?
name. I like it. It's all right. And he's also Scotland, so yeah, good.
Yeah. And then they have all the other ones here that are like in less extreme districts. And then here they've done it as a Venn diagram of one of the votes. So yeah, it's good stuff. Nerd out. It's cool. All right. Do you need to recenter now?
Yes.
Hey, some more good news coming out of Virginia. Want to read that out?
Virginia legislature votes to legalize marijuana and abolish the death penalty. Cool.
I'm thinking about moving to Virginia.
Virginia is for stoned lovers.
Yes, now they're stone lovers, right? Oh, this is it's a haiku. I'd like you to read it out, Kevin.
All the unread books, spine out, stiff, and acceptant, are waiting in hope.
Expectant, but pretty close. I thought you'd like that,
What did I say?
stiff. Acceptant or something?
Did I? Oh, okay. Expectant.
Yeah. Yes. So, there you go. Put your finger there.
You can't see, but I am doing that.
He's licking your finger. I'll leave it on the screen so people can go and touch it. Yeah, you know it tickles. Kind of tickles. So that was one that I had. Oh, you had the same story? Yeah, this was funny. Dr. Louise Raw. When I said just a little prick, I didn't mean I wanted to see it.
Hey.
So, this is, for some reason, these Tory MPs are like getting naked to get their shots.
That motherfucker on the right is hairy as balls. The fuck?
Think so? I've seen hairier.
Well, no, I'm not saying he's the hairiest man ever. I'm just saying that's very hairy.
Okay. You think so? Oh, this guy. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was looking at this guy.
Oh, no, that
this
guy's
guy.
not
Oh,
hairy.
you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. His shoulders are pretty clean. Like, think it would
He
go
probably
up, right?
shaves, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So he can wear like a shirt.
Oh, yeah. Back a couple of days ago, people were having fun tweeting out pictures of Roger Stone out with the Proud Boys on January 6th when he claims that he never left his hotel that day.
Well, that's obviously a lie. I've seen video of you out and about on the 6th, you lying bastard.
Yep. Ha ha, caught. Right. Yeah. I understand. So the U.S. Capitol riot, a woman charged can visit Mexico, a federal judge says. I understand Mexico is upset. America is not sending its best. Instead, they are sending us their murderers, insurrectionists, and traitors.
Yeah, but why the fuck are they allowed to leave the country?
Exactly. Because they're white.
I mean, even if you're going to give some of the lesser lights of the thing bail, because they're not necessarily that dangerous, maybe. I don't know. Maybe fucking the woman who was rubbing onion on her eyes or whatever, maybe she gets bail, but you don't allow them to leave the country. What the fuck?
Yeah, ridiculous. Oh, Biden said Trump shouldn't get intel briefings,
Yeah,
so
obviously.
that's not happening.
Yeah, he's a danger. He didn't read them
That's
when
what
he
he
was
said.
president, but he's obviously
Yeah.
erratic as fuck, and let's say not adverse to selling anyone down the river for a few, for a quick buck. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I honestly don't know why any of the ex-presidents get intel briefings.
yeah,
To me,
they
it seems
don't
like
need
a security.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
they really don't.
If
need
there's
to.
something they need to be brought in, and they can be brought up to date on it, Oh yeah, Lou Dobbs once said of Trump, "He is arguably the greatest president in our history." I don't know. It just makes his cancellation all the more sweet.
Yeah, there was a thing I didn't bookmark it, but there was a compilation of him like sucking Trump's dick on air, and it's like this would make North Korea blush.
Yeah.
This is
yeah,
embarrassing.
Yeah. And this was just funny. This is for Lou Dobbs.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to tempt fate on this one because this is pretty funny. It's queued up to where it needs to be.
Pompeo-occupied State Department. But no one understands this caravan issue better than that which was once Lou Dobbs. He even speaks the language.
Our top story tonight, the caravan of mostly Central American immigrants is now in the Mexican city of Oaxaca tonight.
Fuck me.
You want to hear it again?
It sounded like someone stepped on his foot.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember? Okay, this is another deep cut. I'm showing my age. Do you remember A Fish Called Wanda?
I do.
And at the end, where John Cleese is talking to Michael Palin, I think it is, and he's trying to get him to say the name of Cathcart Hotel, and he says, "The car."
Okay, yeah, that works. It's a weird reference. It's a fucking niche reference, Kristi. Yes.
I loved that movie. I loved that movie.
Shit comedy. Yeah.
No, it was brilliant. Asshole! Come on, Otto. Otto was an amazing character. Who wouldn't want to play Otto? He was hilarious. All right. Anyway, here we go again.
Top story tonight, the caravan of mostly Central American immigrants is now in the Mexican city of Oaxaca tonight.
Fucking Christ.
The car.
Anyway. Yeah,
yeah.
That's genius. Well done. Like, do some prep, you prick. Ask someone. Say, at least come up with
it.
Even if you can't pronounce it properly, choose one mispronunciation and say it like a normal. Look, it could be real.
Yes, practice it a couple times before you go on air. Oh, that's hilarious. We had you had pics of things being weighed, and so I think this was Flint had sent us this.
You can on a scale. I get on a scale first. On a scale. Good boy.
No, you can't have two of you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did a little job.
Good job, Kiri. Good girl. She's 4.2. Good job, Pumpkin. Good job.
Oh man, I want to just like do basic things and have people praise me and give me treats. I want to do a poo and then get told I'm a good girl.
That's a weird kink, Kristi. Don't go down that line.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I see what you mean by that. But honestly, like, you just like praise animals for everything they do, even like the most like bodily functions. And like, oh, you're such a good girl. Like, wow.
Yeah, I'll do that with Rory Cats. Big yawn. Yeah, good lad. Big yawn.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. All right. What is this? Oh yeah. GOP legislators are trying to pass more voting restrictions. I think we talked about that in the last episode.
They can only win by cheating.
Yeah, this is a great number. About 225,000 of the people who voted in the January runoff didn't vote in November, and a disproportionate number of them were people of color, a sign that where the Democrats' political future lies. But again, thank you, Stacey Abrams.
Yeah. Also, Kamala Harris looks like she's got a killer zit on her chin there.
Right there, where the light is. Yeah. not best placed.
No.
It's just President Biden that tweeting out that we need a national paid family and medical leave program.
Although it's disgusting to me that they had unanimous vote to not raise the minimum wage in the Senate.
I haven't seen that, but I know that, putting the minimum wage in there was kind of a pie in the sky wish more than a thing that they thought they could actually get out of it. Because normally that's not.
Like, I'm a fan of Bernie Sanders, but Bernie Sanders voted against raising the minimum wage.
Well, that's because, again, I think you have to look at the long game. They tied it to this issue and they brought it up to the fore again because it's on their agenda, but they're not going to not give people COVID relief because they haven't done the work to get it passed yet. That's how I see it. I see it more as a long-term thing. That's why, I'm not going to criticize Bernie for that. Everyone did it.
But he didn't have to vote for it, did he? He could have just not voted at all.
Well, again, it might be we're not going to deal with this now, but we are going to deal with it. So, yeah, I want to know what the back room talk was on that because it's still one of their priorities. They're not going to do it at the expense of the COVID bill. Oh yeah, we'll have to skip that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, cancel culture again. You already got your cock out. So Holly's wife files a complaint against the organizer of a protest outside their home. No free speeches.
What, on a public byway? Okay, yeah, let's have a good look with that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty good. We'll listen to it where he gets a bit sassy. But yes, he's dragging Utah's new Trump-supporting Black Republican Burgess Owens for coming in on his first day and lecturing Democrats about patriotism when Owens voted to overturn the November elections even after the Capitol insurrection.
New distinguished gentleman from Utah,
I'll turn it up a bit.
as he sat here lecturing us about patriotism, and I was just going to ask him how he voted after a violent mob attacked the Capitol to hunt down members of Congress, to hang Mike Pence, to assassinate Nancy Pelosi, to stop us from undertaking our constitutional responsibilities as part of the peaceful transfer of power.
Oh, that was a point, actually. Yeah, I didn't bookmark it for some reason, but one thing that astonished me, like Kevin McCarthy came out and said, don't worry, he'd received private assurances that Marjorie Taylor Greene no longer wants to execute Nancy Pelosi. Oh, that's okay then. Good. Problem solved. Fuck me. What a world. What a fucking timeline.
God. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm reeling. I'm gonna try to focus.
It's a sentence that shouldn't ever need to have been said, but there we go.
Yeah.
Officers seriously injured, brain injuries, head trauma. One officer lost 3 fingers. Another officer, because of an assault on him, is likely to be blind. Officer Sicknick died. Blood was spilled. 2 other officers are no longer with us. And you want to sit here and lecture us about patriotism? When you voted to object to an election that you know Joe Biden won and perpetrated the big lie? But the notion of you coming here lecturing us on your first day before this committee, it's not about words, it's about actions. You know what? Explain your actions on January 7th when you supported an insurrection. I gave him.
Mr. Jeffrey's time.
It's my time.
The gentleman from New York has the floor.
And you don't really want any of this either.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just sit the fuck
Sorry, it
down.
took so long to get there. Yeah.
Sit the fuck down, you prick.
I don't think you're going to get that in the Commons anytime soon, but...
No. It's all a bit... You can't even accuse someone else of being drunk. Like, it's ridiculous. You have to say that they're overtired.
Yeah. This was cute. This was Senator Mazie Hirono, and here it's when she was voting to break the tie. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah, looking out for her girl. So.
Whereas Mike Pence wouldn't have been allowed within, 10 feet of her because mummy.
Yeah, I wanted to go over this because I haven't watched all of it closely, but I see having to constantly debunk this lie. That she was, she's lying about the Capitol thing. And so, I'll just go to the end. Skip to the end. No evidence has emerged that Ocasio-Cortez's account of January 6th was a hoax. During our instant live event, she spoke in detail about where she was during the riot and whom she encountered. Ocasio-Cortez has many critics who leap at any possible misstep, but the problem was compounded when a tweet by a GOP member of Congress was perceived as confirming the right-wing critique. Instead, that lawmaker was faulting the media for misreporting Ocasio-Cortez's. Yep. Didn't lie.
No, it's nonsense. And anyone who's pushing that, including Peter Coffin, is right-wing garbage.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Booker, Wyden, and Chuck Schumer are strategizing about working together to end federal prohibition on marijuana and repair the damage done to communities by the war on drugs.
I think that's fair because old Charlie Schumer definitely blazes. I think that's...
Yeah.
Again, he's looking after himself and his own interests. Yeah.
I haven't brought this point before that democracy survives not because of politicians, but because of libel lawsuits in this case. But yeah, I mean, that civil procedure is an important part of keeping speech from being harmful in a society.
Look, I think sometimes the First Amendment in America gets in the way of, I think, rightful litigation, but I understand why the strength of that is, has been generally a good thing overall. But regardless, if you make up obvious, provable lies and they're harmful to people, or to, in this case, businesses as well, because it has been harmful to the people who got fucking death threats and stuff, then you should absolutely have some recourse for that. That's not and should not be protected speech.
No, and the thing is that I think people in America, because so much emphasis is placed on the First Amendment but not on teaching civics, is that they think they have the right to say what they want anywhere and no one can come back on them. And then they're surprised when they get fired from their job. And but my First Amendment rights, not in the workplace. They don't exist here.
Yeah, and not just that, but I mean, again, they need to teach civics. Always sit them down and put them in the shoes of the victim. So you go to them and say, so would it be okay if someone accused you of raping their child? Would that be okay for them to do that about you, even though that's not true? Would it be okay for someone to accuse you of murder when you hadn't murdered anyone? Do you think that might damage your reputation and your future employability if people started spreading those rumours about you? Do you think you should have some recourse if someone did do that? In which case, that works for everyone, you idiot. Rights are universal in America. Well, to American citizens.
Mm. Yeah. I think, did we see this before? This graphic where they do the time-lapse animation of the smartphones moving from the rally to the Capitol?
I don't think I've seen this. But I know they've got the thing at the Capitol where they had all the pings going off where they could see exactly where they were.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty short.
Yeah. Like Kristi.
But yes, like me. Oh, all right. Yes. Right. So apparently this is a hedgehog.
Oh, I thought that was two hedgehogs fucking. Sorry. Okay.
Your brain,
it looks like two hedgehogs fucking, doesn't it?
I don't think so personally. I don't, because I knew it was a hedgehog from the first time I saw it. What confused me is, 1, what is it lying in? 2, why is it rubbing it on its body? And 3, is that pan set out, does this not exist in the wild where they do it? What is going on here? I have no clue what's going on here.
I don't know. It's probably part of its cleaning thing. He probably does that with dirt.
Yeah,
is that what it does with fleas? Maybe, I don't know.
Possibly, but just this sort of pan. He's very thorough. Look at him go.
Yeah, he's getting it all done.
Yes, he is. He absolutely is. All right. What's this? Oh, yeah. 56% of Americans say Trump should be convicted and barred from holding office again.
Yeah, true.
Is he tired of winning yet?
Dickhead.
Surprising no one, an economic study says that 50 years of tax cuts for the rich failed to trickle down.
I am surprised.
Mm-hmm. This was the original Q. Like, they wanted to test how gullible were people.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, if people will believe that, they'll believe anything.
Oh, yeah, Ron Johnson tried to blame Nancy Pelosi for the insurrection. And then Mark Meadows did the same thing.
That's mental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
And victim
This I
blaming,
thought-
which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, which is, their go-to. They love that. It's part of their playbook. They use it for, like, the Me Too movement, too.
Mm.
Any leftists who decide that working with fascists is preferable to working with liberals is not worth following.
True.
Yep. Oh, this is really cute, but I have to back it up. So you see what's going on here? I think I can I big this up? Can you size it?
No, that's fine. It's in basically the same
It's
position.
fine where it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got stuffed kid?
Yeah, 2 stuffed cats and a real cat.
Correct. Well.
Which one's which?
There can be only one.
Dickhead cats. Lovely.
Just a second time to enjoy it a little bit more thoroughly.
That's nice.
What's this? Oh, right. This is another good policy. Biden is ending the Trump asylum requirement that people who wanted to migrate to the United States had to go to like Honduras or like 2 other Central American countries before they came to the United States.
What? So doing like kind of Central American hopscotch before you can get to America?
Yes. Yeah, we can read about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Under the Trump era policy, numerous asylum seekers looking for refuge at the U.S.-Mexican border were first required to seek asylum in El Salvador, Guatemala, or Honduras.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally just, we don't want brown people here legislation.
Asylum seekers.
Yeah.
Asylum seekers.
Yeah. Going to the notoriously stable and prosperous El Salvador.
Yeah. So Biden ended that. Hurrah.
Good.
Yep. This is pretty funny. Yeah, you want to read it out?
Okay, so it's the 2 buttons sweaty man meme. The first one says, eliminate the virus, but regulations limit your freedom of movement slightly. And then the second one says, kill a 9/11's worth of people every day, but you can go to Applebee's. Oof. Yeah. It's that's too real. It's too real.
Americans.
Indeed.
What's this? Oh, this is a dog who thinks he's bearing a button or something.
Aw, stupid dog.
Or he's trying to dig it out, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get to it.
That one's not
one.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dogs are silly.
silly.
Oh, this is all right. Well, pause. Okay, I think we can do the music on this one. It's pretty short. Oh, it's not so loud though. Maybe. There you go. So my dog's sticking its tongue out for the millionth time. Yeah, just the way we obsessively take pictures of our pets.
That was some big Mike Lindell energy from that dog.
Yeah, the licking. Did you?
Yes. Sorry, go on.
Did you see this at the Super Bowl?
Did I? I don't think I did.
You want to check it out for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Today, we honor our 3 captains for their actions and impact in a time of uncertainty and need. They've taken the lead, exceeding all expectations and limitations, uplifting their communities and neighbors as leaders, healers, and educators. James has felt the wounds of warfare, but this warrior still shares his home with at-risk kids. During COVID, he's even lent a hand live streaming football for family and fans. Tremaine is an educator who works nonstop, providing his community with hotspots, laptops, and tech workshops so his students have all the tools they need to succeed in life and in school. Susie is the ICU nurse manager at a Tampa hospital. Her chronicles prove that even in tragedy, hope is possible. She lost her grandmothers to the pandemic and fights to save other lives in the ICU battle zone, defining the frontline heroes, risking their lives for our own. Let us walk with these warriors, charge on with these champions, and carry forth the call of our captains. We celebrate them by acting with courage and compassion, by doing what is right and just. For while we honor them today, it is they who every day honor us.
She is so good.
I'm talented. I got nothing.
Yes, she is.
She's ridiculously good. Yeah.
How about this? How about we just do a boop?
Boop.
Oh. That's a really good picture. It's very boopable.
It is.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's happened over... Well, I guess Chris Wallace has no fucks left to give there. He confronted Rand Paul over his assertion it's unconstitutional to impeach former President Trump and pointed out, in facts, there's precedent for impeaching an official who left office.
Yeah. Not just that, but again,
Wow.
it's I'm going to bang the drum. If you think it's unconstitutional, you shouldn't be taking part. You should recuse yourself.
Yes.
Why
Yeah,
would you
'cause
willingly
did-
take part in a thing that you believe to be unconstitutional?
Mm-hmm. Right. What is this? Oh, just white people. We got to sort our shit out.
Wow, what a name. Amalara Uwemedimo.
Yeah, they're talking about funding like diversity and like a diversity education initiatives or something. And it's important to dismantle white supremacy, but that's often the work white people need to do. What people of color can do is heal from the trauma of white supremacy so we can live our fullest lives despite it. So yeah, we still need a lot of shit to sort out, white people. Joe Biden's ideas are the policies that are popular.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of interesting that citizenship for dreamers, despite those years of Trump, is still so high.
Yeah, that is surprising. I would have thought the minimum wage thing would have been... If you reverse those two numbers, I would say that would be more accurate. Or that would appear more accurate to my understanding. But, the numbers are what they are.
Yeah, again, America. It's more to the right? So there's a lot of people who, even though they don't own a small business, for some reason have this thing about the minimum wage is going to hurt small businesses when,
it doesn't.
They don't actually get affected by it, yes. So you can kind of think about that. That's also like the Trump base would oppose that generally, I think. Oh, yeah. White Trump voters are richer than they appear. We talked about that issue before. Oh, and I think we're getting close to the end, but this is funny.
Yeah,
I'll
Trump,
let you read it
well,
out.
Trump was Biden took took majority of voters 0 to 100,000 US dollars annual income, and Trump took the majority of voters over 100,000.
Over it, yeah.
I think that tells you rather a lot about the party of the working class.
Yeah. But this is a little bit of sweetness to as we near the end of the show.
A California judge ordered OAN parent company to pay $250,000 in Rachel Maddow and MSNBC's legal fees after its failed defamation suit. Oh, I didn't know they were suing them.
No, apparently it was back in 2019. And now they're actually being, you need to pay for the court costs for your stupid lawsuit.
Yeah, good. Well, I feel bad. I feel bad for Dominion because that's $250,000 less they're going to be able to recoup from OAN.
And the last one here. Nobody in that family can spell.
One.
Donald.
Commercial and it's already Woketopia. Brilliant.
Donald Trump Jr. Kofifi.
Fucking idiot.
Well,
they should. I think they should remove the American citizenship of people who can't speak the language. If you can't spell
Like
simple
Trump's.
words like commercial or if Trump was still my favourite when he said they need to check the polls, and it was POLES.
All right, someone.
So having to dig at Polish people rather than votes or whatever. What are we looking for now?
Oh, I don't know, trans gamer girl. If it's D&D stuff, Kevin won't go with that. So.
No, I won't allow that degeneracy on my fucking channel.
Oh, we snuck it in.
Fuck. Just kick the desk.
All right, that's me done.
New tweet notifications for MSNBC, Kristi.
Should we go check it out?
And you've just been
Captain
followed
Logan.
by Felix Chang.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I think it's going to be interesting. By the way, the trial starts tomorrow. We didn't talk at all about that, did we?
Because it doesn't matter, because we know it's not going to win, so it's
Yeah.
sort of irrelevant, but, I'll watch it, because I'm sort of pathetic. Oh, yeah, did you see the Gorilla Glue lady?
Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
that's mental. She had to go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Also, great advert for Gorilla Glue. It will literally glue hair to your fucking scalp. You can't remove it.
Yeah. If you want a helmet of hair that you have to wait weeks to even shave off, use our product.
Well, no, it just shows it works. If it's up to you to use it conventionally. They just produce
Yes.
a good product, clearly, that works. This show is sponsored by Gorilla Glue.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now.
Okay.
Yeah, 20,
there we
25, 30. Yeah, get the money.
There we
I
go.
do
Anyway,
that.
so that's, I think we're done, basically, aren't we?
Yeah, that was it.
I don't care that my current bit rate is lower than normal, dickhead. Sorry, YouTuber annoying.
People aren't complaining about spinning, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Trust me, I know. It's absolutely fine, but they say it's recommended that you should go at 2,100 bits per second or something, and it's like 1,800. It's fine. I used to get by perfectly fine with 500. It worked, just about. And then occasionally it dipped below that, and you think, fuck. Anyway. So, yeah, I suppose I should do some shilling.
Yeah, and also pick out a channel that you want to throw it to.
Click the subscribe button immediately. Hit the like button, comment, do all of that. Fuck the algorithm right up its rectum.
Oh, yeah, and one day when we do another sorry, I'm going to pitch my stuff. If we do another Sargon video, I sent Kevin a little thing I made him for super salty Sargon.
Yes.
If I can say it.
She can produce it, she can't say it.
No, I can't.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so that's okay. You really don't need to apologise for that. Fuck me. If we had to apologise every time I've said something wrong, I would never.
That's all we do.
I'd never do anything but apologise for dumb shit. Anyway, so do all of that. Subscribe to Kristi as well. She does Sunday stuff and puts out odd little videos from time to time. She's very good. The links
I
are
made
below.
for the show.
Exactly. Links are below. You can go to twitch.tv/KFLogan1875. Give me a follow there. It's free. You can subscribe there as well. That will cost you money, unless you've got an Amazon Prime and you don't get stuck in the weird infinite loop that Kristi did. In which case, you can give me the Jeff Bezos' money to do that. If you want to do that sort of thing, of course. Anyway. There's also the Streamlabs, which you can give me money to. Although if it's off air, I won't read the message because it'll have gone by the time I get back. So, but you can still do it if you want. But also you can give a regular donation once a month on Patreon if you want to do that. The link is below, and the social medias, including of course the Happy Hour Facebook group. It's all linked below. Go and like all of those things if you enjoy the work we do here. And it is a we, because Kristi's on here almost as much as I am.
No. You're still on more on average.
Well, I'm still
7
on
days
more,
a week divided by half.
It would only take for you to not do one of my shows for me to have been technically on more. But I mean, she's on a lot. She's on
I'm here a lot.
And we've seen growth on the channel recently, and that's partly down to Kristi. So go and spread the love and give her a little subscribe on the YouTubes.
I have a way less dick jokes on my content, though.
That is true. If you go in there for dick jokes,
yeah, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a distinct lack of dick.
Unlike Kristi's real life.
With carousel.
Exactly. She's she got the legs like she's been on a space opera. Anyway.
Kristi, bury me in a Y-shaped coffin, Winters.
True. Classic cut of Blackadder.
Yes.
To end. Lovely stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go. And I think Kristi is as well. Because once I turn off the broadcast, that won't make sense for her to not do that anymore. Anyway, so I'll be back tomorrow with something. Probably looking at a little bit of the impeachment stuff, maybe. I would imagine. Probably a bit of that going on, because there'll be some spicy shit, I'm sure. And, yeah. Thank you all for your listenings and your watchings. I will see the... Twitch. That was it. I know there's something
who are you kicking them over to?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided, because I don't know who's on yet. So I'm going to raid a channel. Who am I going to raid? Bad Bunny? She doesn't really need my help, but just for a change, I suppose. Anyway, so that you'll be raided over there in a second. Goodbye from me, and goodbye from Kristi. Say goodbye, Kristi.
Goodbye, bury me in a Y-shaped coffin, Kristi.
I mean, she's added to it, but she did the bit.